We are live at Coletco, Wednesday, October 23rd, 2024. Welcome. Uh-oh, Tanner, you didn't change the date on the screen. Oh boy, I know I have to do it all the time because you forget. Now, y'all are probably going to be like, who's this new guy talking? Because my voice probably sounds so much different. But it's me, it's Chad, it's your buddy. We're here. I just got an email that we're live on YouTube. We're going to try to get through this. Tanner just got a notification on X. I am pretty sick, but we're not going to let that distract from the great night we're about to have. I have chugged a bunch of Diet Coke, and so I'm good to go. That's all you need, Diet Coke, Diet Coke. No, Diet Coke only. Diet Coke. Just straight Diet Coke, everybody. Perfect for hydration. All right, let's hit share. Let's hit copy link. Let's hit share. Let's hit group. Let's share this in Whole Lot of Records. Let's share this here, and let's share this here. All right, now I need to actually copy the link. Let's go back up to the top, and let's click over in Whole Lot of Records and get this actual post made in the link in the comments. All right, there's that. Live now. All right, and then we got, let's go back out over here to Coletco. I actually didn't get a blue G's today. I'm about to go get a V8 pretty early, though. Whew, I'm going to need it, folks. And let's hit the like button. Everybody go ahead and hit the like button for me immediately. Okay, immediately. Immediately go hit that like button. That'll cheer me up. Do that, please. And then let's click over here, live now. There's live now. All right. And all right, now we're live also over on YouTube. And there's the link. There's that. All right. There's the thumbs up. There's share. There's copy link. Let's close out of everything. Let's go Instagram. Let's get this on our story. Coletco. Let's hit story. Let's click this. Let's click this link. All right. We got it live now. All right. Share that. All right. And then let me share this over here. I'm still sharing. And I need to put the link here. All right, there's the YouTube link. Looks like we're going to be right on schedule, getting the show officially started. YouTube. And then one more place. Okay. And one more. And that's right here, YouTube link. All right. And we're going to reply to that and say YouTube. Okay. Welcome, everybody. I'm going to definitely need that. Let's get started. So we have 8 crates of new vinyl. There's like 4 crates of like restocks, and then there's 4 crates of pre-orders. Those 4 crates are pretty much sold. With that being said, we got a whole crate of auctions over here from Laura, which I have posted a lot of the previews. We're going to be going through new vinyl. Paul's been here today. Paul's marked as 4 crates. We're going to go through all the new vinyl. We're going to go through Paul's crates. We're going to try to sell every auction, and then we're going to call it a night. So I don't plan on being on too late, but yeah, this is the most I've talked since I went off the air last night, and everybody's like, "You need to rest." I was like, "I've been asleep for 14 hours." I went home at 1 a.m. and I slept till like 4 until I went to the clinic today. So I slept for 14 hours. Everybody's like, you got to rest. And I'm like, I can be here for 4 or 5 hours. That's not going to be a problem. I've slept too much, I think. Okay, here is a 2019 U.S. unofficial bootleg of the Cramps, the band that time forgot. It's a limited edition 150. It's a compilation of various Cramps, and this is a $35 start. This is a $35 start. This is the Cramps, the band that time forgot. That's a $35 start. And we have Motorhead, No Remorse. Motorhead is a 1984 specialty press. The 84 specialty press has original under sleeves. The vinyl's EX, and it's going to be a $35 start. There's one LP for Motorhead. There's two LP for Motorhead. There's one insert for Motorhead. There's the other inner sleeve for Motorhead. And Motorhead is also going to be a $35 start. All right, one of the first things we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and knock out the big pre-order for Great White. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do that one right now. Actually, you know what? Let's go through the warm-up bin. Let's not change anything. Let's not do anything crazy. Let's stick with the game plan. Let's do the warm-up bin. Now, I can hear myself talk through my own ears, and my voice sounds much different. So, I hadn't even got to that point yet. So let's go ahead and go through here. Here's technically all the new vinyl that is in so far for this week. And don't forget about they're already bidding on the Cramps, and Motorhead already has bids. But let's go ahead and do this warm-up bin. We have first the Yes album, Gatefold. That is $33.99 for the Yes album by Yes. Also Marvin Gaye, I Heard It Through the Grapevine, $29.99. Marvin Gaye, I Heard It Through the Grapevine. I still got one copy left of Tim Burton's The Nightmare Before Christmas. That is $29.99. That's on bone and aqua colored vinyl, $29.99 on that. And Foghat Live, Rocktober exclusive, orange vinyl. Foghat is $33.99. That's one of the new Rocktober exclusives. Slow Ride, Take It Easy. Porno for Pyros, Pyrotechnics. Porno for Pyros, latest and greatest. That's another new Rocktober. That is on limited edition multicolored vinyl. So the Porno for Pyros, we're down to 4 copies of that. We're down to 3 Foghats, 1 Foreigner Double Vision. That's $33.99, and we have 2 of those left, actually. We still got the Cars. That's one of the new Rocktobers. That's on grape-colored vinyl as well. That's $33.99, and some new stuff from last night that's still left. Chris Isaac, Heart-Shaped World. That's $33.99. We still have AC/DC Iron Man 2. That's $49.99. And Albert King with Stevie Ray Vaughan, the new expanded 3LP from Kraft. So that's been in print for a while, but this is the first time they have released the entire production of that. It's a 3LP Audiofile from Kraft, $79.99. Okay, but up at the top, we put up a Cramps and we put up a Motorhead for our first auctions. Cramps got bid for $35 and $35, and then $38, Motorhead $40, Motorhead $35, Motorhead $40, Motorhead $45, Cramps $40, Motorhead $49, Cramps has another $40, Motorhead $50, Cramps $52, Cramps $44, Motorhead $52. How much is Slim Shady? We hadn't shown it yet. Cramps $45, Cramps $45, and Cramps $46, and Motorhead $55. So both auctions off to a hot start. We have great auctions tonight, no surprise. And the first pre-order we're going to go ahead and do is the big Great White. This album's been out of print essentially ever since I've started dealing in records. So for years, this album's been out of print, and the only way you could really get one is if you got a true OG pressing. So we're going to start tonight actually with a big pre-order. I have 2 crates full of these. I'm going to pull up the pre-order over here on my phone. It'd be a great thing to warm up to while everybody's still getting on the feed. Make sure you've hit the like button on Facebook. Make sure you've hit the like button on YouTube. Make sure you've hit the like button everywhere. Now, if you know for sure you're not in the pre-order on this Great White, now is the time to get in, okay? Now's the time to get in. Great White's $33.99. This is on white vinyl, too. This is on the white vinyl. They're not, that's a limited edition run. There's going to be as well. I have 83 comments on this post, okay? So bear with me as I read off everybody who got a Great White. Now, if you know for sure you're not on the pre-order for $33.99, I think y'all seen what these sell for. I would comment right now. I'm going to start from the most recent comment 9 weeks ago, and I'm going to work my way up. I'm going to tell everybody they got a Great White, okay? They're $33.99. First person is Danny Czar. Danny Czar now, actually, but I call him Danny Czar. Stephen Reeves got one, all right? There's one for Stephen Reeves. Let me get my flow going here. There's one for Stephen Reeves. Brian Thurman and George Jones. This is on the white vinyl. First time it's been reissued in a long time. Brian Thurman and George Jones. Ken Crooker and Jerry Stone. Ken Crooker and Jerry Stone. Also, we have 1 for Kevin Jordan. We have 2 for Kevin Jordan. Kevin Jordan got 2 of them. There's 2 for Kevin Jordan. We have 1 for Eddie Carter and 1 for Bob Kobe, Kobe. 1 for Eddie Carter and 1 for Bob Kobe. Also 1 for Todd Kilgore and 1 for Angela Lewis. There's 1 for Todd Kilgore. There's 1 for Angela Lewis. There's 1 for Ron Duffield. There's 1 for Mike Vandergits. There's 1 for Ron Duffield. There's 1 for Mike Vandergits. Also, we have 1 for Rick Peabody and 1 for Jamie Diaz. 1 for Rick Peabody and 1 for Jamie Diaz. 1 for Kristen Seam and 1 for Kevin Brabble. 1 for Kristen Seam, 1 for Kevin Brabble. Now, I'm nowhere near done, but if you heard your name and you've already commented, make sure you retract it so you don't end up with 2, okay? There's 1 for Tony Samuelson. There's 1 for Jen Baker. There's 1 for Tony Samuelson. There's 1 for Jen Baker. There's 1 for Tim Miller. There's 1 for Jay Gratton. He must be a first-time buyer, Gratton. There's 1 for Tim Miller. There's 1 for Jay Gratton. There's 1 for Sean Druin. And that next comment doesn't count. 1 for Julie Roman, 1 for David Eberly. 1 for Julie Roman, 1 for David Eberly. 1 for Bill Samus, 1 for Robert Philippi. 1 for Bill Samus, 1 for Robert Philippi. 1 for David Polkey, 1 for Carla Brecky. 1 for David Polkey, 1 for Carla Brecky. 1 for Kenny Cates Jr., 1 for Scotty Hobbs. 1 for Kenny Cates Jr., 1 for Scotty Hobbs. 1 for Scott Ranatan, 1 for Tim Zarnoda. So that crate's empty, but there's more. There is more. There's Scott Ranatan. There's Tim Zarnoda. We have the Cramps and Motorhead. I'm showing the Cramps at $55, and I'm showing Motorhead. If you're in higher on Motorhead, let me know. I've got Gregory Roberts at $55. I've got both auctions at $55. The Cramps is now at $60. All right. Let's get off some more great whites. If you hear my mic go silent, it's not because the battery's dead. It's because I'm coughing. All right, so first we have Tony Wade and Edwin Riviera. There's 1 for Tony Wade. There's 1 for Edwin Riviera. Also, we have 1 for Marco Martinez and Darren Wortman. There's 1 for Marco Martinez. There's 1 for Darren Wortman. There's 1 for Jamie McCord. There's 1 for Jay Condi. There's 1 for Jamie McCord. There's 1 for Jay Condi. There's 1 for Greg Preston. There's 1 for Tom Byrne. There's 1 for Greg Preston. There's 1 for Tom Byrne. There's 1 for David Campbell. There's 1 for Kara Bauer. David Campbell and Kara Bauer. David Campbell and Kara Bauer. There's 1 for John Smetzer, and 1 for Jason Waldron. 1 for John Smetzer, 1 for Jason Waldron. This is a new big pre-order. Great white once bitten. There's 1 for Darren Wallace. There's 1 for Grant Peltzer. There's 1 for Darren Wallace. There's 1 for Grant Peltzer. There's 1 for Vince Lano. There's 1 for Scott Markheim. Vince Lano and Scott Markheim. Next is Michael Carpenter and Brian Reynolds. There's 1 for Michael Carpenter. There's 1 for Brian Reynolds. There's 1 for Pat Miller. There's 1 for Clint Howard. There's 1 for Pat Miller. There's 1 for Clint Howard. Those are sold and sold. Pat Miller and Clint Howard. There's 1 for Stephanie Wildwoman. There's 1 for Tom Byrne. Stephanie Wildwoman and Tom Byrne. There's 2 more sold. Stephanie and Tom. Also, we still got Paul Brothers and Justin Dale. Paul Brothers and Justin Dale. We need 1 for Dwayne Worley and Don Nicole. There's 1 for Dwayne Worley. There's 1 for Don Nicole. Next is Sean Holford and Scott Smith. There's 1 for Sean Holford. There's 1 for Scott Smith. We also have 1 for William Lee Murray and John Joseph Wilson. There's 1 for William Lee Murray, and there's 1 for John Joseph Wilson. And guess what? We're not done yet. I'm still reading off pre-orders. So, first thing, this is a great test to warm up my voice, I know. There's 1 for Scott Ranatan. I'm pretty sure I've already said his name, but he's commented again, so we're going to have to give him another one. There's 1 for Scott Ranatan. There's 2 for Manny Ray. So there's 1 for Scott and 2 for Manny Ray. Those are now sold. There's 3 more gone. And then we have 1 for Debbie Blair. We have 1 for Craig Ruth. There's 1 for Debbie Blair. There's 1 for Craig Ruth. There's 1 for Brenda Medina. There's 1 for Tim Holloway. Now, I've almost filled up this full crate. Give me 1 second, and I'm almost to the bottom, though. Let me go ahead and set this one off to the side because we have filled up a full crate of great whites, just reading off the pre-orders. If you're just joining us, we got our first 2 auctions still up. I think everything's still getting bids. Cramps and Motorhead, and I'm still reading off pre-orders for this great white. Holy moly. All right, and the last thing I left off was Rick Hall and Tim Floyd. There's one for Rick Hall. There's one for Tim Floyd. I don't know if I'm even going to have enough. We're about to find out. There's one for Stephen Reeves. There's one for Clint Howard. There's one for Stephen Reeves. There's one for Clint Howard. There's one for Vince Lano. There's one for Rob Bobby. There's one for Vince Lano. There's one for Rob Bobby. And then 19 hours ago, Dean Tefford. And 10 hours ago, Clifford Umstead. That was the last two. Here's the extras I have left. Now, there's been some people comment live. I left off by saying the Cramps was at $60. The Cramps was at $65. Motorhead 60, Motorhead 65, Motorhead 75. Now, back up the top, the first person who commented Great White live during the stream was Michael Ruttman. There's one for Michael Ruttman. Michael Ruttman gets one. Brian Thurman gets one. These are all people that commented live. Scott Fish got one. The Record Guy wants one. Thomas O'Brien wants two. And we have Paul Conway was next. Now, we're about to officially have our waiting list. Paul Conway was the last person to get one live. The following names are going to be waiting list. If you don't want on a waiting list, you got to let us know, or I'm going to order one for you, and it will probably be here by Friday as long as they're still in stock. First on the waiting list, Leslie Silvley. First on the waiting list, Brian Jones. First on the waiting list, or third on the waiting list, is Brian Thurman with an additional one. And Robert Warner, no. And then Jason Dobb and D-Kong 52. D-Kong 52. So 5 people there. And if Rick Kettling as well. Jason Dobb says no on the waiting list. All right. We just sold about, well, I guess including doubles, I think that was right at 100 copies of Great White. That's how popular that album is. It's pretty remarkable, honestly. The other one's up for pre-order, and that same label's reissuing the Slaughter album, and it's up for pre-order as well. So make sure you get on that. So let me call off the waiting list one more time. Everybody got one that commented live and pre-ordered, except for Leslie Silvley, Brian Jones. Brian Thurman wants an additional. And then it was Jason Dobb and D-Kong 52 and Rick Kettling. But Jason Dobb says no waiting list for him. Now, I'm pretty sure Melanie Scott Ranatan, I think he had 2. So we might can go ahead and give somebody on first on the waiting list. Now, here's our first auction of the night. It's a 2019 bootleg. It's called The Cramps, the band that time forgot. And the last comment for a bid on this was Bobblehead Todd at $65. That's a final call. And then Motorhead. Motorhead is a final call to Gregory Roberts. That's our first 2 auctions. And if you just got on, you hadn't missed anything. The only thing you missed is the pre-order for Great White, which if you pre-ordered, everybody got one. And I've got 8 crates of new vinyl tonight. The next thing I'm going to go through is actually a restock of Mo-Fi, Music on Vinyl, and Analog Productions. So let's go ahead and knock out one more crate of new vinyl. This is Mo-Fi, Analog Productions, and Music on Vinyl. And we got 4 crates up here from Paul. So Paul's provided us with the vintage pre-owned stuff tonight. Great auctions. And we got a lot of stuff to go through, okay? I hope my voice holds up. Motorhead is not a leather jacket. No, I hope my voice can hold up. Bear with me. You're going to hear me mute my mic for a lot, okay? The first thing I have is a restock of the Sisters of Mercy, First, Last, and Always. Mo-Fi, $36.99. Everything in here is new and sealed. Everything in here should be Mo-Fi, Mo Fidelity Sound Lab, Analog Productions, AP, and MOV, Music on Vinyl. Sisters of Mercy, First, Last, and Always, $36.99. That's new and sealed from Mo-Fi. Also, a great album, Bill Withers, Still Bill. New and sealed from Mo-Fi, $44.99. Bill Withers. That's a gatefold, $44.99 for Bill Withers, Still Bill. Also, we have the other Sisters of Mercy, which is Floodland. I've got 2 of those as well. I've got 1 of those. Great night for a lot of new vinyl to come in. Tanner texted me this morning when he got to the store. He said, do you realize you've sold the entire store? And it's true. We only have 2 crates of new vinyl left, plus the new releases for this week. So we've sold everything out of the racks. We sold everything off the auxiliary tables. We've sold almost every new LP in the store Monday and Tuesday. I'm glad to see a lot of new stuff showing up. We need it. The store looks empty almost. So the Cramps is sold to Bobblehead Todd for $65. First auction is sold. And let's go ahead and sell that Motorhead as well. Motorhead is sold to Gregory Roberts for $75. All right, let me put this away. Thank you, Gregory Roberts. This is sold to you for $75. I'm at least going to be able to go through all the new vinyl tonight and all of Paul's new releases for sure. Okay, 2 new auctions coming up as soon as I show Men at Work, Business as Usual. A great album, of course, big hits of the 80s, and it's got plenty, or it's a MoFi copy as well. That's what I was trying to say, a MoFi copy to boot. All right, let me see. I got some bootlegs in here. Great night for cool auctions. I see Joe Strummer and I see Jimi Hendrix. Let's go ahead and see what's going on with these 2 auctions as well. So this is Jimi Hendrix live at the LA Forum, April 25th, 1970. Excuse me while I kiss the sky. This is a bootleg recorded live at the LA Forum in Los Angeles. Jimi Hendrix, 1970, April 25th. It is no condition notes on the vinyl, which is surprising. It's got that crude, very cool looking gatefold looking cover, or a paste over cover. $45 start on Jimi Hendrix. He's now up for bid. There's Hendrix. And we got Joe Strummer. This is called Gangsterville. Joe Strummer is a 2016 U.S. record store day, limited to 2,500. It's sealed, and that's a $15 start. All right, so Men at Work's $36.99. I've got 2 copies of that. And then Johnny Cash at Folsom Prison is $64.99. $64.99 on Johnny Cash at Folsom Prison. $64.99. That's a 2 LP, 45 RPM. That's a 2 LP, 45 RPM on Johnny Cash. I've got 1 and I've got 2. Donna Boosie wants 1. There's 1 to Donna Boosie. There's 1 to David Johnson. Any chance of Japanese? There's no chance of Japanese. Not tonight. None in the store. Also, we have Carole King Tapestry. Carole King Tapestry is $44.99. That's a gatefold original master recording. Fantastic. Carole King's Tapestry. And also MoFi Foreigner is $44.99. That's double vision. Everything in here is either MoFi, Analog Productions, or Music on Vinyl. New restocks. Jimi Hendrix does not have a bid. It's a final call for a $45 start. Live from the LA Forum, 1970, vintage bootleg. Joe Strummer has 1 bid for $15. That's a final call. Is Lebanon consignment associated with Coletco? No, I have no idea what that is. We have Leonard Skinner, Second Helping. This is the single. This is the single LP, 33 1/3, $46.99. Let me step over here and go ahead and get my laptop because I'm going to need it to probably look up some waiting lists, because some of these MoFi and Analog Productions there are waiting lists for. So let me go ahead and grab my laptop computer. Probably going to need that. And while I'm over here, I'm definitely going to go ahead and get a much needed bottle of water. Thanks everybody for joining tonight. If you haven't already, make sure you've hit the like button on Facebook. We're going to be going through some cool pre-orders and new arrivals tonight. We've already shown the Great White. We're going to go ahead and go through all this MoFi Analog Productions. I have another crate just like this full. Then I have like 2 crates of what I call random stuff. And then there's 2 other big new releases in, which is Eminem and Green Day. And both have a ton of pre-orders. So let me go ahead and be getting my laptop turned on, because I'm going to need to look up some of these waiting lists. Unfortunately, it was across the store, but now I am firing it up. Let me pull the crank on it, let the gasoline engine fire up, and it's rolling. All right, let me just hope that it has enough battery. But we'll be done with new vinyl pretty soon. Excited to go through the Paul crates. Y'all know he always has great stuff. Let me look up Leonard Skinner, and the only waiting list, I got a waiting list for Collected, which is coming up, and a waiting list for Gimme Back My Bullet. So nobody on Second Helping. So Second Helping is $46.99. Second Helping is $46.99. All right, back up at the top. Hendrix is a 2 LP. Yes. Hendrix live at the LA Forum. It's a 2 LP vintage bootleg, Ruthless Limes. No one has bid. It's a $45 start. Joe Strummer is about to sell for $15 if nobody else bids. Jason Dobb, I've got you down for Tapestry. Thank you, Jason Dobb. Edward, you got a Johnny Cash. And then we have Melissa Bailey. Can I have Sister Mercy? Both of you. Can I have Sister Mercy? So yes, I do have both of them still. So you want First, Last, and Always, and you want Floodland. That's so to Melissa Bailey and Melissa Bailey. And yes, Hendrix is a 2 LP. Okay, we have Cinderella, Long Cold Winter. Cinderella is a music on vinyl pressing. That is $38.99 for Cinderella, Long Cold Winter. And Tonic. I never did get around to posting a pre-order for this. This is first time on vinyl, just like that other Tonic album. This is the first time it was on vinyl, just like that first Tonic album we had a couple years ago. This one's called Sugar. I failed to post a pre-order, but I have 2 copies. $38.99. Jimi Hendrix is on black vinyl. Jimi Hendrix live at the LA Forum, April 25th, 1970. 2 LP, $45 start. I'm just dying for people to start bidding on it. I can't believe it doesn't have a bid. We're going to go ahead and sell Joe Strummer to Craig Thomas for $15. Jimi Hendrix does not have a bid. 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 Jimi Hendrix is a $45 start. I'm waiting for somebody to bid on it before I make it a buy it now, because there's going to be like 5 people try to get it for $45. Somebody just go ahead and bid $45. We have David Allan Coe, A Matter of Life, Dedications, Mediations, or Meditations perhaps. That's in shrink wrap of hop sticker. This is a 1987 U.S. Carrollton original. David Allan Coe, no condition notes, $35 start. Scott Smith wants Tonic. Scott Smith gets Tonic. I have 1 Tonic left. Also, we have Satchmo plays King Oliver. Louis Armstrong plays King Oliver. Analog Productions. Analog Productions, $46.99, 33 1/3, single LP. Joe Maynard also wants a Tonic. Brian O'Malley's in on Hendrix at $45. Going once, going twice. David Allan Coe's a $35 start. Next is The Doors, Analog Productions, 2 LP, 45 RPM, $64.99. David Allan Coe also has a bid for $35. The Doors is a 2 LP, 45 RPM, $64.99. Final Call on Jimi Hendrix. The high bid's Brian O'Malley at $45. Also, Stevie Ray Vaughan, Couldn't Stand the Weather. Analog Productions, 2 LP, 45 RPM. That's $64.99. And I haven't had this in a while, The Complete Animals. Essentially, The Animals Collected. It's a 3 LP. It's 3 LPs from Music on Vinyl, $59.99. 3 LPs from Music on Vinyl, $59.99. Let's go ahead and grab another auction. Motorhead Live, No Sleep Till Hammersmith. Motorhead is an original 1981 US PRC Compton press with the original on her sleeve. It's a $35 start. Motorhead. The Animals is $59.99. Also, we have B.B. King live at San Quentin. Music on Vinyl, $38.99. $38.99 for B.B. King live at San Quentin. And Pronounce Leonard Skinner. This is the 2 LP, 45 RPM, $64.99. Hope everybody has at least one or all of the Leonard Skinner Analog Productions before they're gone. Scott Landvatter on the Animals, so he wants the Complete Animals. That is so to Scott Landvatter. Thank you. 3 LP, can't go wrong there. Motorhead has a bid. New bid on David Allan Coe, and I've tried everything possible to get an additional bid on Jimi Hendrix, but I'm going to have to sell it to Brian O'Malley for $45 in about 20 seconds. There's another Leonard Skinner, and I have 1 copy of Extreme 2 Porno Graffiti. I have 1 copy of Extreme 2 Porno Graffiti. That's also Music on Vinyl, $38.99. I'm going to have to take a drink of water right quick. All right, so first thing we have, Animals, Motorhead 40. Shane Devers on B.B. King at San Quentin. That's sold to Shane Devers. Jimi Hendrix has a new bid for $50. David Allan Coe has a new bid for $38. Motorhead still has 1 bid for $40 with Michael Snared. Going twice, going 3 times. I have another Porno Graffiti if anybody wants it. Weezer Pinkerton. I never have this one in stock. Mo-Fi, new and sealed. $44.99 on Weezer Pinkerton. There's 2 of those. And we also have Nothing Fancy. This is $64.99. That's a 2 LP, 45 RPM, Leonard Skinner, Nothing Fancy. So that was a whole crate of nothing but Mo-Fi, Analog Productions, and Music on Vinyl restocks. Andrew's showing first on Weezer. I have 1 extra Weezer left if anybody wants one. What is the Motorhead? It is No Sleep Till Hammersmith live, a 1981 US PRC Compton original with the original on her sleeve. Chris Kirkley also gets a Weezer. Weezer's now sold out. And Jimi Hendrix, Brian O'Malley, you've been outbid. Let me know if you want back in. If not, I'll go ahead and sell it to Kevin Brown for $50. And I'm just going to read you what's left in here one more time. We'll probably go ahead and knock out one of the crates that Paul brought up here for me. And then we'll knock out another one of the big pre-orders, okay? Motorhead has a new bid for $45. If anybody wants on a waiting list for Weezer, let me know. Rick Peabody on Skinnerd. Now, Rick, I've got Nothing Fancy. I've got Pronounced. I've also got Second Helping. First thing left in here is my only copy left of Sisters of Mercy, First, Last, and Always, $36.99. Also, we have Bill Withers, Still Bill, $44.99. We have Men at Work, Business as Usual, $36.99. Only Johnny Cash left at Folsom Prison, $64.99. Carole King Tapestries, $44.99. We have Foreigner, $44.99. Yeah, there was, hold on, Leonard Skinner, no. Bill, I don't have you down for one. Just collect it and give me back my bullets. So, Bill Samus, so he says he'll take a Nothing Fancy. That's so to Bill Samus. Rick Peabody said the one in the front. So Nothing Fancy. You also want a Nothing Fancy, Rick. That's so to you. Tim Besaw gets the Johnny Cash. That is live at Folsom Prison. I'm glad I'm doing a recap of this bin. Looks like we're going to sell a bunch more. Leonard Skinner's Second Helping, Sweet Home Alabama, $46.99. Also Cinderella Long Cold Winter. That is $38.99 for Cinderella. And we have Satchmo, a.k.a. Louis Armstrong plays King Oliver. That's also Analog Productions, $46.99. So one in the front, Out on Jimmy, Johnny Cash, DAC out, and Weezer, Pinkerton, Mo-Fi, $44.99. Tony Wade on Cinderella. I'm assuming that is for Long Cold Winter, right, Tony Wade? Bill Samus also wants Second Helping. That is so to Bill Samus. Kevin Brown, you get the Jimi Hendrix bootleg for $50. Thank you, Kevin Brown. Nice pickup there. Bootlegs are banned on Discogs. You can't sell them on Discogs. You can't sell them on eBay. Really no way to get those. David Allen Coe, one of the bidders said out. Cody said out. The last bid on this was Penny Conaway at $40, and Motorhead is at $45. Motorhead's at $45, and that is with David Howard. Those are all going once, going twice. Finishing up this bin, The Door, self-titled, $64.99. That's a 2LP, 45 RPM. Couldn't Stand the Weather is a 2LP, 45 RPM. And we have Pronounced. That's the classic. Their debut, $64. Well, they're all classic. And Extreme 2 Pornograffiti, $38.99 on that. That's a great bin of vinyl. That's high-quality stuff there. Analog Productions, music on vinyl, and, of course, Mobile Fidelity Sound Lab. All right. Now, the next thing, let's go ahead and go through what we call a vintage or pre-owned. No telling what's going to be here that Paul has marked for us. So let's go ahead and take a grab at it. I'm going to go ahead and put this crate he had on top up here first. So let's go ahead and do this right now and see what he has. Is the Great White Indie exclusive? Yes, the Great White is the white vinyl indie exclusive. The Great White is a white vinyl indie exclusive. We're sold out. There's a waiting list. Tony Wade wants an Extreme Pornograffiti. I have one left if anybody else wants it. Extreme Pornograffiti. That's so to Tony Wade. Thank you. And 42 Foxes wants SRC and Extreme as well. So 42 Foxes gets the last Extreme, and he also wants Couldn't Stand the Weather. All right, chipping away. Wow. Let me just read out loud one more time. By the way, oh, hold on a second. Gregory got SRV. Gregory, did I only have one of those? 42 Foxes. I may have to put you on a waiting list for that one. Yeah, I only had one, Stevie Ray Vaughan. I still got Leonard Skinner Pronounced, Doors, Louis Armstrong, Cinderella, Foreigner, Tapestry, Men at Work, Bill Withers, and Sisters of Mercy, First, Last, and Always. Okay, so just to clarify that, this is sold to Gregory Roberts. 42 Foxes gets Extreme, and then put 42 Foxes on Couldn't Stand the Weather, 2LP, 45 RPM waiting list. All right, and then Jeff H. wants on the Great White waiting list, and we're caught up. So Motorhead is officially sold for $45 to David Howard. That's sold. And I think David Allen Coe got a new bump. Yeah, John bid 41. John Gollin, Penny bid 42. John Gollin, you're back out. Michael, your bid on Motorhead just came in. That was already a final call. I thought everybody was done. I've already sold it to David for $45. Next auction before we get started in here is another vintage bootleg. This is Genesis in concert, 1973. This is a bootleg. All tracks except for one were recorded at the Rainbow Theatre in London, UK, 1973. That other track was recorded in Madison, Wisconsin, 1977. Overall, a VG Plus condition record. Nice collectible vintage bootleg from Genesis. $35 start. They're still bidding on David Allen Coe as well. Let's go through some newly priced records. Here's the agenda for tonight. Bear with me. I'm still very sick. I have a virus or some kind of infection in my respiratory system, the doctor told me. Probably from cigar smoke at the football game. I'm assuming that's what it was. I didn't even inhale. I didn't even put a cigar to my mouth. But I'm very allergic to tobacco. And if I'm around tobacco or anything like that, it messes me up bad. I think I'm truly allergic to tobacco. So I have a very bad infection in my chest. My lungs feel like they're on fire right now as much as I'm talking. So we're going to get through all the new rifles and all the pre-owned. But as soon as I'm done showing everything one time, we're probably going to call tonight because I got to go home and rest up so I can do this tomorrow to show new arrivals again. Cherry pie, yes. Johnny, somebody commented on a post. I still got cherry pie. I need to grab those because we've been selling a lot lately. $34.99 on cherry pie, limited edition cherry colored vinyl. So here's what I have. I've still got plenty. If anybody wants one, they're $34.99. They're $34.99. So Warrant cherry pie, limited edition 3000 on cherry colored vinyl. Who just asked about this? What about my copies of cherry pie? Oh, Paul just asked about. But yeah, I have those. But somebody commented. Who just commented a while ago? Johnny Joseph Williams. Hey Chad, I want a Warrant cherry pie if it's still available. Johnny Joseph Williams. And Sean, I'm just now seeing your comment for Johnny Cash and Eminem. Do you want on the waiting list Sean Fairweather for Johnny Cash? This is sold, though, to Johnny Joseph Williams. I'll be able to get through tonight's show, especially these new arrivals. They'll be fun, and we can go through everything once, and it'll be a pretty cool show just seeing all the new stuff we have and all the stuff Paul's marked. Okay. But, yeah, I can't be around tobacco. It is bad for me. Anytime I've been around cigarette smoke, it screws me up bad. Or tobacco, or anything. I guess cigars. DAC $45. Genesis 35. Genesis 35. DAC 46. DAC 50. It says fault. Yeah, 51, 52, 53, 55. Genesis 37 and DAC 56. Okay. So everything right here is the two auctions. Let's go through this new bin. Finally, we have Jeff Tweedy. Love is the king. Live is the king. Or live is the king, maybe. This is Jeff Tweedy. White marbled, deluxe, sealed, $29.99. Yeah, I got tested for COVID. I got tested for the flu. I got tested for strep. She said, you're clear. She said, you just got some kind of really bad infection in your respiratory system. Another Jeff Tweedy. This one is sealed, $19.99. White gray vinyl. So Jeff Tweedy and Jeff Tweedy. We have back-to-back. The Autumn Defense, 5th. The Autumn Defense is sealed, unopened with CD. Paul says this is Wilco related. That's $19.99. Brent, you're first on Jeff Tweedy. Let me know if you want that one or that one. That might be the same thing, but just different editions. Yeah, this is a deluxe edition, Brent, that's $29, and then this is a standard for $19.99. Brent says he'll go ahead and take both. Okay, and then David Allen Co. 60, and then Brent also wants this one as well. So that is sold. All right. Okay, so I'll update the auctions in just a second. Let's go ahead and show Samantha Fish, Chills and Fever. This is sealed for $24.99. Samantha Fish, Chills and Fever, $24.99 for Samantha Fish, Chills and Fever, and The Donnas, American Teenage Rock and Roll Machine. The Donnas is a 2023 Fire Orange with Black Swirl, $29.99 on The Donnas. There's the Donnas. Okay, Chris Kirkley on Samantha Fish. That is sold. No more for Tennessee, Alabama. Yeah, actually, you know what's weird? 2 years ago, same thing happened after the Alabama game. We were supposed to go to Atlanta to buy a record collection, and I was deathly sick like this. That's an exaggeration, but I felt terrible. So it happened 2 years ago. This is the last time I was really sick. 2 years ago after the Alabama game. We were supposed to leave that next morning, Sunday, to go to Atlanta to buy that big collection. Luckily, Tanner and Henry went with me. I literally didn't have the strength to lift the tub. And like I'm right now, it's like my whole arms are sore. Like that actually, it hurts. I was like, man, what's wrong with me? I don't like feeling like this. Javi Soto on the Donnas. That's sold to Javi Soto. And let's update these auctions one more time. We have David Allen, David Allen Co., A Matter of Life and Death. This is in shrink wrap with the hop sticker, and Robert Philippi has it for $60. Robert Philippi has it for $60. It's a near mint minus copy in shrink and hop. Genesis is a 2 LP. It's live, 1973,
overall VG Plus and a nice jacket. And the last bid that came in on Genesis, was Jim Berg at $37. Jim Berg at $37. Everybody else is out. Everybody else is out. Up at the top, we have Great Electric Quest. This is on emerald green sign. This is a doom metal. I can barely yell it, but I'm going to try to. Stoner Rock. We have some Stoner Rock. $24.99. Uh-oh. And Cracker Low. This is a 1994 pressing on pink marble vinyl. Wow, 1994. Cracker, $19.99 on that. Also, we have Weezer Season Winter. Weezer's a 2023 on silver vinyl, $24.99. Weezer Season Winter silver vinyl, $24.99. And the Black Crowes Lions. The Black Crow Lions is the record store day. That's on pink vinyl. That's $34.99 for Black Crowes Lions. Glenn Kesey on Cracker. That's sold to Glenn Kesey. Thank you, Glenn Kesey. That is sold to you. Bedlight for Blue Eyes. Life on Life's Terms. This is a Sunset Splatter limited to 100 copies. $39.99. $39.99. Nick Bargeron wants on the Weezer. Pinkerton. No, he wants this one. I forgot there was a Weezer in the bin. There's one sold to Nick Bargeron. Also, we have Together at Last, Jeff Tweedy. Together at Last is a 2017 yellow vinyl, $39.99. All right, so I don't think anybody else has been on Genesis, right? Kind of surprised by that, but it's sold for $37 to Jim Berg. That's gone, and the David Allen Co., we can go ahead and call that sold as well to Robert Philippi for $60. Let's put up some new stuff. Let's show two more records, though. Samantha Fish, Belle of the West. Uh-oh. Samantha, $21.99. And Adonis, a 2023 Natural Black Swirl. That is $24.99. $24.99. Let's go ahead and grab a couple more auctions. Let's do this Loudness. Let's do some metal. We've been doing some bootlegs. Let's do some metal. Let's do Loudness and a awesome looking Metallica. All right. First thing we have here is some claims. Kevin Brown, your bid on Genesis came in late, unfortunately. Sorry about that. Either you have a very delayed connection, or maybe you're waiting just a little bit too long to bid. You might have to go ahead and bid immediately. You got to bid fast if you have a delayed connection. Otherwise, I don't think you're bidding. Paul Conway gets the Adonis. Bill Samus gets Samantha Fish. Tony Riddle, you were next on Samantha Fish. And Michael Nath, you were next on Samantha Fish. One more record, and then I'll introduce the auctions. Arcadia Gray, Casually Crashing. Purple Nebula with Splatter, limited to 100. Emo Punk, that is $24.99. All right, so we have Metallica, Creeping Death. Ooh, it's on blue vinyl. Metallica is a 1984 UK press on translucent blue vinyl. I haven't seen one of those in a long time. I forgot they did those. $85 start. Metallica, Creeping Death. $85 start. Wow. Also, Am I Evil and Blitzkrieg. That's a nice copy, folks. Nice jacket, too. The blue vinyl pressing from 84 UK. Also, we have Loudness. Loudness is a 1985 US specialty. EX condition. $25 start. Thunder in the East. Loudness. $25 start on that. Let's keep going in here. We have Pearl Jam Lightning Bolt. This is a 2013 first press. I'm about to say that looks a little different, I think, with the yellow lightning bolt there. $34.99 on Pearl Jam. Garbage, Witness to Your Love. Garbage is a 2023 record store day on red vinyl. That's $29.99. And Weezer is $74.99. Now, if James Bragg is watching, he'll buy this. It's a 2016 white vinyl. He told me he wanted all the hard and out of print and obscure Weezer albums. Here's one of them, $74.99. I think that actually may be just self-titled. $74.99 on that one. Chase Arnold on Pearl Jam. That is sold to Chase Arnold. Pearl Jam is sold. Chase Arnold. We have Fred Cardinal getting Garbage, and Andrew Schoen was actually first on Weezer. So those are all sold. All right, we have not sold Napalm Death yet. Napalm Death has not been sold yet. However, Loudness has bids. It's already up to 30 with Richard Bradshaw. No one has been on Metallica looking for an $85 start. We have Blink-182. There's a lot of different color variants of this album. This one is Travis's Clear and White Splatter, $49.99. Blink-182. That is Travis's Clear and White Splatter, $49.99. And this one is EX 27.99. It's just on black vinyl. It's just on black vinyl. And one more time, Metallica Creeping Death is on blue vinyl, no bid, looking for an $85 start. I've filled up another crate over here. Let me go ahead and swap them out. So the Great White pre-order, we filled that up immediately. This crate is a third of Great Whites, and then the stuff we just sold from the first new bin and the first crate here, of course, Paul's got his great stuff. Let's try to fill a bunch more. I told everybody, I was like, I know I'm sick, but I think we have enough stuff tonight, great stuff and auctions. I probably can sell about 10 crates in about 3 hours, as much great stuff as we have, and big pre-orders. Uncle Tupelo and a 9. That was a Rhino Start Year Off Right from 4 years ago, 2020. That's on clear vinyl, $24.99. If no one's going to bet on Creeping Death, I'm about to make it a buy now. It is an $85 start. And I don't think anybody else is going to bet on Loudness. I'm about to sell it for $30. The Bouncing Souls, Ghost on the Boardwalk. The Bouncing Souls is $21.99. $21.99. And Ace Ventura, Pet Detective. Ace Ventura is sealed, $49.99. This is Laces Out variant, limit to 150, $49.99. There's the bids for Metallica. Now they're showing up. Okay. Now, Craig, it's your lucky day for 2 reasons. One, you're first to Uncle Tupelo, and it looks like there was 5 other people after you. The second thing is I haven't sent Craig a free record in a long time. So let's all give it up for Craig. Thank you, Craig. This one's going to be shipped to you at no cost. Craig lives out in California. We're here in Middle Tennessee. He watches every night for at least 3 hours and shares track listings. It saves me so much time. Hidden cost, it makes me so much extra money not having to retrack listings for people. Thank you, Craig. Whenever we get to this record, Melanie or G, go ahead and put it on Ed or Steve's desk. Let's get this shipped out tomorrow to Craig. Free record. Free record. Thank you, Craig. You deserve that. Thank you, Craig. All right, let's go back up the top. So luckily, Craig was first, and then Gregory Roberts, you're second. Metallica got bids. Todd Pratt, 85. John Mincemoyer, 85. Mark Lent, third. Homeland Conspiracy, fourth. Matt Lawson, fifth. Michael Ling bid 90 on Metallica. Paul Brothers bid 85. And we have Brent K on Bouncing Souls. Brent K on Bouncing Souls. Thank you, Brent, Kumeneeurerer. That's how it looks like when I'm trying to read it. Okay, thank you, Brent K. And then, yay, Craig, congratulations. Yes, yes, yes. Ryan Rice wants the Ace Ventura. Ryan Rice, that's so do you. Thank you. And Metallica has a new bid for 100. Also, we have another Ace Ventura. This is Laces Out variant. This one's opened. $39.99. $39.99. Richard Bradshaw, you're going to get the Loudness for $30. Richard Bradshaw, that's so do you for $30. Metallica's at 105. And Samantha Fish, Black Wind Howling. That's going to be a fast seller. $24.99. I got to order. Let's make a note for me to order more new Samantha Fish LPs, please. I'm glad I have this mute button. It's like right next to me. If I didn't have this mute button and y'all was hearing me cough, y'all'd be like, Chad, wrap it up, buddy. Fred Carnell gets Samantha Fish. Paul heard it. Is Paul watching? Yeah, Paul heard it earlier. I coughed and Paul said, my God. Bill Samus, you're third on Samantha Fish. Chris Kirkley second. Nick Barger on fourth. Metallica has a new bid for 125. The Donnas, Get Skin Tight. This is on purple with pink swirl. The Donnas is $24.99. And we have Get Off This, Cracker. Cracker is a 1994 orange vinyl pressing, $14.99. Paul Brothers gets the other Ace Ventura. That's so to Paul Brothers. And we have Mest, Destination Unknown. Mest is on red and white splatter, $39.99. $39.99. So Tony Riddle on D for Donnas, right? That was the Donnas I just showed. D for Donnas, Tony Riddle, then Javi Soto, and they're still bidding on. But that's the blue vinyl. We've graded it conservatively, and it still came back EX Plus, so it's a nice copy. Let's go ahead and grab another auction. The other auction we're going to put up is another vintage Hendrix bootleg. This one's pretty cool because it's on red vinyl. It's on red vinyl, and it's got actually a picture of Hendrix on the front. This is a bootleg on red vinyl. It's a compilation of random Hendrix tracks. Ones with good vibes, I guess, because it's called Hendrix Good Vibes. VG condition on the vinyl, $25 start. It's on Ruthless Rhymes. VG condition, $25 start. It is on red vinyl. As y'all know, any kind of vintage bootleg always carries a premium. Let's keep rolling. I got another Mest. This one's red vinyl, $24.99. And this one is white with red splatter, $39.99. Shane has Metallica for $135. I think it's between John Mince-Morier and Shane Devers because Michael Ling just said out. And then we have Shine Down, The Sound of Madness. That's sealed on clear with rainbow splatter. Shine Down is $39.99. Also, Guns N' Roses. Ooh, that's that deluxe 2LP with a foil slipcase. It's also sealed, only $44.99, 2LP. Reconciler, Art for Our Sake, Art Splatter, limited to 100. Clear with splatter. It includes a signed insert, $29.99. And we have Real Friends Composure. Real Friends is a 2018 pressing on peach vinyl, limited to 300 copies, $39.99. So, final call Metallica, blue vinyl, 1984, UK original, Creeping Death. Very nice. And that's at $135 with Shane Devers. Hendrix doesn't have a bid. We're looking for a $25 start. Fred Cardinale, you're first on Guns N' Roses. Kevin Brown, second. Here's the agenda. We're about to recap this bin. There's 3 more bins over here from Paul like this. And we've still got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 crates of new vinyl to go through because we went through 2. We had 8. Yeah, we went through 3. We got 5 crates of new vinyl left. Hiram wants the Great Electric, okay? Give me 1 second. First, we have the Great Electric. Here it is. That's sold to Hiram for $24.99. Still great stuff in here. Hendrix is on red vinyl. It's in VG condition. It's on red vinyl. Bill Samus is in at $25. Also, we have the Black Crowes Lions. It's a 2020 Record Store Day on pink vinyl, $34.99. Tecker said $95 on Metallica. The high bid is already $135 with Shane Devers. It's already $135 with Shane Devers. Also, we have Bedlight for Blue Eyes. That is on Sunset Splatter, limited to 100, $39.99. MJ Misty Dog's in on Hendrix for $30. Another Jeff Tweedy, Together at Last. Jeff Tweedy's a 2017 pressing on yellow vinyl, $39.99. Arcadia Gray, Casually Crashing. This is $24.99. That's an emo punk record. That's $24.99. Brent K on Reconciler. This is going to be sold to Brent K. Thank you, Brent. Brent K. Thank you, Brent K. That's sold to you. Blink 182. We got 2 versions. This is on Travis's clear and white splatter, sealed $49.99. And this is on black vinyl, EX $27.99. We still got the shrink and the hop sticker that came with it. Cracker, Get Off This. It's a 1994 pressing on orange vinyl, $14.99. And then we got 2 different copies of Mest, Destination Unknown. This one's on red and white splatter for $39.99. And then we have Mest, Destination Unknown on red vinyl, limited to 1800. It's $24.99. Last 2 records in here was Shine Down, The Sound of Madness. That's sealed, a Walmart exclusive, $39.99. And we have Real Friends, Composure. That's a 2018 peach vinyl, $39.99. $39.99. Blink 182 is Greatest Hits. Really? I thought this was a new album, like new material. I think this is it a Greatest Hits? Oh, maybe you're asking, is it a Greatest Hits? No, it's new material. It's their newest album. All right, let me swap out crates, and then I'm ending these 2 auctions. Looks like Hendrix is going to go for $30, and it looks like the Metallica is going to be sold to Shane. Let's go ahead and do one of the big pre-orders. A lot of people, since they've seen me posted pictures, have reached out like, Chad, I want this, I need this, and I'm like, well, I don't even know how many. I really hadn't replied to too many comments because I don't even know how many extras I have. But the same story applies. We're going to read off the pre-order. If I have any left, I'll give them to the first people that comment live right now. This is the new Eminem album, The Death of Slim Shady. It's on red and blue vinyl, indie exclusive, $44.99. So if you know without a doubt you wasn't on the pre-order, I would comment right now. Let me look this up. Slim Shady. And I'm going to start reading off everybody who got one, and I'm going to put up some new auctions first, okay? First, though, is Jimi Hendrix is sold for $30, the MJ Misty Dog. Thank you. I feel like that was a really good deal for a red vinyl Hendrix bootleg. And then let's go ahead and sell this to Shane Devers for $135. $135, okay? Let's put up 2 new auctions before I get too deep into My name is. We have. Let's put up. Castle Donington. This is always a cool record. And here's a Bon Jovi bootleg. This looks interesting. Excuse me. All right. So, first thing I have is Bon Jovi, Slippery When Wet. This is a bootleg live rehearsal for a festival in Mannheim, Germany, 1986. And then also live at Gotchmont Theater in Ipswich, England. That's LPs 2 and 3. So there's 3 LPs. It's a 3 LP Bon Jovi bootleg. So 1 is a live rehearsal, and then 2 is actually a full concert. $35 start. Really cool piece there. Vintage original Bon Jovi bootleg. And this is called Castle Donington. Monsters of Rock with Rainbow, Saxon, Scorpions, April Wine, Ride and Touch. It is a 1980 U.S. hop hog. Laura says it has a light warp that does not affect play. The disc has a light warp that does not affect play. $15 start on that. $35 on Bon Jovi, $15 on Castle Donington. All right, let's read off the pre-order for Eminem. Here we have. Let me get down to the bottom here. If you hear your name and you already commented live, make sure you let me know so we can retract and we don't give you 2. First is, these are $44.99. They come out Friday. 1 to Marco Martinez. Thank you, Marco Martinez. Also, we have one for Steve Howe and Cassie Center. Steve Howe and Cassie Center. This was posted 12 weeks ago. Also, Justin Roberts and Jeremy Vite. Those are sold and sold. Jason Walraven and Tim Zarnota. Also, Shane Devers and Bob Reiger. Sold and sold. Also, we have one for Robert Philippi and Troy Robinson. Michael McCarter and Kristen Seam. We have one for Kenny Cates Jr. and E.J. Berg. There's 2 more sold. And we have one for Matt Algram and Stacy Brown. Those are sold and sold. Also, Greg Rogers and Hector Patino. There's Greg Rogers and Hector Patino. And then I commented on the post and said these have shipped and they will be in this week. And there were some new comments. And that is new pre-orders. And that's from James Bragg, Shepard Michael, Jerry Stone, and Jamie McCord. James Bragg, Shepard Michael, Jerry Stone, and Jamie McCord. So I've got 2, 4, 6, 7 extra copies left to sell live here tonight. And let's go back up to the top. And I introduced, let's see here. Okay, first is Courtney Duncan. There's one for Courtney Duncan. Courtney, did I already say your name? No, I didn't. Okay, there's one for Courtney Duncan. There's one for Tony Wade. One for Rob Fordham and Brent Robley. So Rob Fordham, Brent Robley, and Tony Wade. Ryan Eaton from the previous crate wants to Blink 182 on black vinyl. You got that, Ryan Eaton? I hadn't got down to your comment yet, but I am now. So you get Blink 182, Ryan Eaton. That is so to you. And Bon Jovi had bids for 35 and 37. Glenn Kesey wants a Slim Shady. And there's 2 left. And I think I'm at the bottom, right? Paul Brothers says he wants one if he wasn't on pre-order. You was not, so 1 for Paul Brothers. And then there's going to be 1 extra. But I got to start a new crate because Slim Shady Eminem filled up the crate. That's a lot of M&Ms. My favorite candy. So 1 for Paul Brothers, and I got 1 extra one. Sold to Jason Anderson. We're sold out of Slim Shady's new album. If anybody else wants one, it'll be a waiting list. I could possibly get them back in this week. That crate is emptied. All right, now, the first thing I need to do is tell you that Bon Jovi is going twice, going 3 times. We only had 2 bids. Keelan Lee, you never did say in or out. Calvin Ward bid $37. This is a 3 LP. Keelan just bid $38. So, Calvin, you're back out. Castle Donington does not have a bid. Final call for a $15 start. Final call for a $15 start. Let's go ahead and go through another crate that Paul has prepared. And now we're left with 4 crates of new vinyl, and one of them's another big pre-order that we'll do in just a second. Okay, then we got like new releases to go through. Actually, yeah, let's go ahead. Let's see. Well, to make it more sensible, let's go ahead and go through one more crate of new vinyl. Okay, I think that will fit because there's 3 more crates from Paul, but one of them's full of box sets. So let's go ahead and do one more crate here. All right, Chad, is it possible for you to get any more simple plan? Still not getting any album. I can make a note of that for you, Javi Soto. I have not seen that, though. Okay. So, first thing here, all new sealed stuff. Some waiting list, a lot of restocks. Some waiting list, a lot of restocks. First thing we have is Dr. Dre 2001 with Slim Shady and Eminem. $39.99. That's a classic. 2001, Dre. Also, we have David Gilmour, Luck and Strange. That is his newest album on colored vinyl, and there was a waiting list for Gilmour. And the waiting list for Gilmour was Jim Berg. Jim, it's finally in. You'll be getting it this week. This is sold to Jim Berg. I have 1 extra copy if anybody else wants one. I have 1 extra copy if anybody wants one on David Gilmour. I have 1 copy, but there's a waiting list. These have been coming in like ones and twosies. And there's like 10 or 12 people on a waiting list. This is a Megadeth bootleg. Next in line is Kenny Cates Jr. And also still on the list is Paul Conway, Bubba 77775, Jimmy Wood, Shane Devers, James Vasquez, Rob Fordham, and Kenny Roll. If anybody else wants on a waiting list, let me know. These come in like ones and twos. It's a live Megadeth bootleg from Hammersmith, 1987. That one is sold to Kenny Cates Jr. Can I show the Dre again? This is Dr. Dre 2001 LP. This has some of those classic songs of Dre and Snoop Dogg. Still Dre. Forgot About Dre. $39.99. 1 David Gilmour, 1 Dr. Dre, and now we have in pieces coming in is the new Trick or Treat. I'm getting like 3 and then like 7 more tomorrow. They're coming in bits and pieces. This is Trick or Treat. And this is the orange vinyl that was posted back on September 30th. And there's still a lot of people on the pre-order. And I've been going in order. So we already had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 come in. And then the next person to get one is Scott Markheim. Scott Markheim, that is. Tim Floyd and James Vasquez. So 1, 2, 3. I got 3 more in today. There's one for Scott Markheim, 1 for Tim Floyd, and also 1 for James Vasquez. Now, still on the pre-order is Chad Sauls, Jill P. Morris, Daniel Wild, Chad King, Jason Wilski, Rick Peabody, Bill Walton, Jackie Ray, Jerry Stone, Jared Benoit, Fred Cardinale, Jason Schott, Gregory Robbins, Logan Garcia, Todd Kilgore, and the Record Guy. So those 3 are sold, and I'm expecting more. Now, Jason Anderson asked for Dr. Dre, and he gets it. And then Brian Reynolds, if it's okay, I'll put you on a waiting list for Dr. Dre. This one is sold to Jason Anderson, though. All right, still got a David Gilmour, and that's sold to Bill Sammis. Thank you, Bill Sammis. That's sold to you. And we have Blink-182, Enema of the State. Blink-182, gatefold, new and sealed, $36.99 on Blink-182. And I have Foreigner. This is called Turning Back the Time. This has been a major seller for us. This is a 2 LP Foreigner compilation. And luckily, Colin Butler asked me, could I get one? And I realized I was out of stock. So this one sold to Colin Butler, and I got 2 extra copies. All right, so this one sold to Colin Butler. There's 2 extra copies of Foreigner. It's 2 LP on clear vinyl. Angela Schoenmeyer wants Blink-182. Joseph Ellis, I'll put you on a waiting list unless you don't want on there. Right now, I'm going to go ahead and mark down your name. And then Kristen Seam, also on the waiting list for Dr. Dre with Brian Reynolds. Now, what happened on Bon Jovi? Keelan went out after Calvin bid $40. Calvin has the 3 LP vintage Bon Jovi bootleg at $40. That's a final call. And Castle Donington is a final call. I'm showing Calvin Ward also at $17. And if you think you're in higher or you want to be in higher, you better bid more than 17. Next LP, we have Foreigner's Greatest Hits. How about ELO's Greatest Hits, the very best of Electric Light Orchestra? 2 LP, 20 tracks, $34.99. No waiting list for Joseph on Blink 182. Linda Lamb, Foreigner, is $39.99. It's a 2 LP gatefold, the best of the best. And also Foo Fighters' greatest hits. Lots of greatest hits in here. There's Foo Fighters, there's ELO, there's Foreigner. 39 on Foo Fighters, 34 on ELO, and 39 on Foreigner. And Parliament, Mothership Connection. We've got the funk, got to have that funk. George Scherer, you was on a waiting list. George Scherer, you was on a waiting list, $36.99. I've got one extra copy if anybody wants Parliament. Linda wants a Foreigner, great decision. Brian Reynolds wants an ELO, great decision. So we got one ELO, one Foo Fighters, and one Parliament. And Gregory Roberts wants Foo Fighters. Foo Fighters, so did Gregory Roberts. Now we have one ELO, now we have one Parliament. Here's another Blink-182 studio album, Cheshire Cat. Cheshire Cat is $33.99. I've only got one LP of that one. And I saw these in stock. They've been out of stock for quite some time. It's John Williams's Empire Strikes Back, his own adaptation of one of the most iconic scores, the symphonic suite from the original motion picture score. Awesome artwork, of course, on the jacket. Gatefold, Star Wars, $34.99. I got two of those Empire Strikes Back. I also have two copies of Taylor Swift, the original 1989. Shake It Off, $33.99 for Taylor Swift. It's a 2 LP gatefold, $33.99. Let's go ahead and sell some auctions. Castle Donington is sold. This is sold to Calvin Ward for $17. And he also gets the Bon Jovi bootleg for $40. Thank you and thank you. Sold and sold. I think it's time to squeeze up a few more auctions. I know there's some people waiting on Napalm Death, and I'm sure it's something else metal in the bin. But first, let me go ahead and show you Tool. I've only got one. Starplex Dallas. It's a bootleg. There's Maynard, $24.99. Starplex Dallas, $19.93. Let me read through these auctions. I've got Lana Del Rey. I didn't know what that was. She's almost nude on the cover. Lana Del Rey, Axe, Loudness, Michael Schenker, Kiss, the originals, Dougie Fresh, a White Album. I don't know if I want to sell that. Crocus, Jimi Hendrix, Gang of Four, Red Cross, Judas Priest, Motorhead. That's a Crosby, Stills, and Nash bootleg. Hey, that's pretty cool. I might want to keep that. I don't know who that is. Jackson Brown? Looks like Jackson Brown. Johnny and the Moondog, Zappa, Venom, Metallica, Yngwie, Zeppelin, Pink Floyd, Y&T, Monkees, and Cinderella. Uh-oh. Where's Napalm Death? Did y'all say there was a Napalm Death? I don't see. First glance, I didn't see one in there. I might have to text Laura. Okay. First is Keelan Lee on Tool. That's so to Keelan Lee. Thank you, Keelan. That's so to you. Stephen Reeves wants that last ELO. It's actually gone, Stephen. If you want on a wait, there was only one of them. There's one Foreigner left. I can put you on a wait list for ELO. Next is Led Zeppelin Into the Outdoor, a 1979 U.S. specialty press, F sleeve variant, the original inner sleeve and outer sleeve. Nice copy, Laura says. $40 start. $40 start. And then we have Cinderella Gypsy Road from Long Cold Winter. It's a promo only, 88 U.S. specialty, $20 start. Let me pull up the hot post myself. They just send me those pictures and I post them. Sometimes I don't even know what I'm posting. Let me try to pull that up right quick. And then we have, let me pull this up. Okay, so next LP is Blink-182 Dude Ranch. Blink-182 is $33.99, all three of those, yep. The blue one is first on the bottom. Yep. Blink-182 is $33.99. Stephen Reeves wants on the ELO waiting list. Jeff Sapia wants on the ELO waiting list. Zeppelin has a bid already with Elijah for $40. Looking for a $20 start on Cinderella. First thing we have is Taylor Swift Red. That's the original version. 2 LP, $33.99 for Taylor Swift Red. And Tool, Fear Inoculum. We sold one of these Friday night when I was doing the show late. I convinced somebody they needed a Fear Inoculum. They took my recommendation. Here's another one. Now, the rest of the bin is actually special orders for people. Now, Ed did this for me. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show them. I'm going to tell you who got them. And if anybody else wants one, we'll special order for you as well. Troy Robinson, a lot of this is yours. Here is the Lady Gaga Harlequin. Lady Gaga Harlequin. This is sold for Troy Robinson. It's on red vinyl. Now, if you're buying one tonight, it will be a waiting list. It may be in by Friday, or it may be in on Monday or Tuesday. So you never know when it's actually going to fall on your invoice for sure. It should be back in. But here is Harlequin. That's sold to Troy Robinson. Also, we have new editions, hits, a compilation, 2 LP. That's also for Troy Robinson. Now, I actually got 2 of these still on hand. New editions, greatest hits. I've got 2 more if anybody else wants one. So we went ahead and ordered a couple more of those. So there's new edition. That's sold to Troy Robinson. Thank you, Troy. Also, Donny Hathaway now playing. Donny Hathaway now playing. That's $28.99. That's also sold to Troy Robinson. Courtney Duncan wants a new edition. Let's make sure that's tagged. I actually don't have a sticker on it. Even though Melanie's right next to me, I'll talk to her in the future. Melanie, make sure that goes in for $39.99. And that leaves me with 1 extra copy. Okay, then another special order was for Rick Hall. This is the Tom Kiefer Band, $39.99. This is called Tom #Kiefer Band, I think. This is for Rick Hall. It's $39.99. $39.99. That's for Rick Hall. If anybody else wants one, let me know. The last new edition is sold to Angela Schoenmeyer for $39.99. Those are now gone. Nobody bid on. There is a bid on Cinderella for Chad King for $20. Gypsy Road promo only single, final call for $20. And Led Zeppelin, a nice original, final call for $40. And I'm going to put up a couple more auctions. The next 2 records are also special orders for Lisa Davidson. Gorilla Song Machine and Gorilla's Cracker Island. Song Machine and Cracker Island, they're both $33.99. Those are sold to Lisa Davidson and Lisa Davidson. If anybody else wants me to order one, let me know. And then somebody said price check on Red. Taylor Swift Red is $33.99. So here's what's left in this bin. We have a waiting list going for ELO, a couple people on that. Cinderella's getting new bids. Here's the only thing left in here. 1 copy of that new Foreigner, Turning Back Time. It's their greatest hits plus a new song, $39.99, 2 LP. Also, we have Parliament Mothership Connection. It's $36.99, single LP. Everything in here is new and sealed. Blink 182, Cheshire Cat. That's a gatefold, $33.99. The Empire Strikes Back, John Williams, Star Wars, $34.99. Also, Taylor Swift 1989. It's a 2 LP, also $33.99. I've only got 1 copy of Dude Ranch by Blink 182. It's $33.99. And Taylor Swift Red is $33.99. That's also a 2 LP. And then there, of course, is Fear Inoculum. That's a 3 LP. Anything Tool is a little bit pricier. That's $76.99. All right, Elijah, that's your second Led Zeppelin record of the week, I believe. That's sold to Elijah for $40. Thank you, sold. I'll grab a couple new auctions. All of a sudden, Cinderella getting lots of bids. So we did Eminem. We did a crate of new vinyl. Now let's go through another crate of straight price stuff that Paul has prepared for us. If anybody decides you want anything in that new vinyl bin, it is literally right here behind me. I can grab it for you at any time. And we have 3 more crates from Paul still to go through. This one right here is pretty full. One's completely full of box sets, though, okay? And there's some cool box sets in there. So I doubt I auction any. He kind of tagged some and said you probably can auction some of these. I think because of time, we may just go ahead and make them straight buy it nows. So first thing I have is Lisa Davidson wants a Taylor Swift Red 2 LP. That's the original version from Big Machine. That is sold to Lisa Davidson. And let's go through another straight price crate. Some stuff here from Paul, shall we? Shall we? Oh, I need a new auction. The auctions have been over here kind of out of the way for the longest. Let me go ahead and show this new Funko. Let me grab the auction first. And I got to find this record y'all are asking. However, here's a Venom record. I don't think we get very often at all. This is Venom, Japanese Assault. Venom, Japanese Assault. Venom is a 1986 Japanese, no obies or inserts. This is sold for as much as $326. It's nice Japanese vinyl, EX or better. It's a $45 start. I don't think I've ever had that before. Venom, Japanese, that is a $45 start. Cinderella's at $33 with David Polkey. That is a final call. I'm going to mute my mic for 1 second before I get started hot and heavy in this bin. I'm going to take a drink of water. Okay, so first thing in here is Jeff Tweedy, Warmer. Jeff Tweedy is sealed, a 2019 record store day, $39.99. Jeff Tweedy Warmer, again, you said no Japanese. Well, I doubt you're going to be bidding on Venom. David, if you bid on this Venom record, I'll be shocked. That doesn't look like your cup of tea from what I've seen you buy over the last several years. The Autumn Defense, the Green Hour. The Autumn Defense, that is Wilco related, 2016 record store day, sealed, $17.99. The Flamin' Lips, Once Beyond Hopelessness. The Flamin' Lips is sealed, a 2018 green vinyl with a DVD and 7-inch, sealed, $36.99. Samantha Fish, I've never seen this one, Wild Heart, sealed, $24.99. And the Donnas Turn 21, an original 2001 with insert, $79.99. An original, $79.99. Wow, that's original 2001. Cinderella, we can go ahead and call that sold to David Polkey for $33. Jim Berg's at Venom at $55. Javi Soto wants the Donnas. I've never seen an original before. Bill Samus getting the Samantha Fish. That's sold to Bill Samus. Also, we have Wilco, Cruel Country. Wilco is sealed on white and red vinyl, $34.99. Javi Soto said put the Donnas back. That's going back in the bin. Bill Samus still gets Samantha Fish. Also, Mr. T, Soul Shower. Mr. T is on mint green vinyl, $27.99. It looks like Tanner's leaving. Tanner's going to send me some pictures. Fantastic. We have Venom at $57 of Tony Bradford. Also, the Rolling Stones Hot Rocks Go Vinyl Walmart exclusive, sealed, $34.99 on Hot Rocks. The Ultimate Stones compilation. Let's put up a new auction. And that new auction is going to be, let's do something out of the front now. Let's see if anybody's interested in Lana Del Rey. Let me mute my mic right quick. Lana Del Rey is a 2023 U.S. pressing. This is a Lana Del Rey website exclusive. Limited edition white vinyl, alternate artwork, $55 start. And there's a note down here on the bottom from Laura. Did you know that Lana Del Rey is Laura's favorite artist of all time? $55 start on Lana Del Rey. That's now up for bid. John Robb on the Rolling Stones. Thank you, John Robb. Continuing with this crate of Paul stuff, we have Weezer Summer, Weezer Season. This one's called Summer. That's a 2023 Orange Crush, $69.99. $69.99. That's Weezer Season Summer, $69.99. Garbage. This is a 1998 12-inch single, an original 12-inch single. I Think I'm Paranoid and Push It. That's $11.99. Colin the Flamin' Lips, Once Beyond Hopelessness is sealed, $36.99. Green vinyl, 2008 with DVD and 7-inch. Mike Massey on Garbage. Venom has a new bid for $75. And Lana Del Rey's a $55 start. Bush. I've never seen this before. Deconstructed. Red vinyl, numbered. Bush, $34.99. First track is Everything's In, Come Down. This is weird. 34 must be some kind of alternate versions. James Bragg on Weezer. That's sold to James Bragg. He gets Weezer Season Summer. Tony Bradford's out on Venom. Jim Berg has it for $75. Colin, if you want Flamin' Lips, it's yours. If not, it's sold to Fred Cardinale. Another Flamin' Lips, American Head. American Head, the new studio album. Flowers of Neptune, My Religion Is You. Those are tracks. $29.99. $29.99. Jared Benoit backing on Venom. Colin passes on Flamin' Lips. So that is sold to Fred Cardinale. There's another Flamin' Lips. And Tyler Silvley wants a 1989 by Taylor Swift from the previous bin. You got it. So I've got one copy of Red left, and I've got one copy of 1989 left. Those are one copy each of those left. John Howard wants this Flamin' Lips. That's sold. And there's a new bid on Venom for $85. Still got the Bush in there. That's interesting. The Magpie Salute. The Magpie Salute is $11.99. That's a 10-inch picture disc. How much is Bush? It is $34.99. It's on red vinyl and numbered. $34.99. It's a 2 LP. And Supergrass, St. Petersburg. Supergrass is sealed, $17.99. A 2023 record store day on plum vinyl. Nobody been on Lana Del Rey? That's a $55 buy it now. White vinyl, alternate cover, website exclusive. Melissa Bailey said she will take the Bush. That is so to Melissa Bailey. Thank you. Also in here, we have the Jayhawks, Mockingbird Time. The Jayhawks is a 2011 press. $39.99 for the Jayhawks. Also, we have Jerry Garcia, Might As Well, a Round Records retrospective. Jerry Garcia is sealed, $26.99. Rob Fordham gets the Lana Del Rey for the $55 buy it now. Nice pickup. That's so to Rob Fordham. And Dolly Parton, Run, Rose, Run. Dolly is sealed, $19.99. We still got a heavy war going on over here for Venom. Let me go ahead and grab a new auction then. And that new auction is going to be Kiss Originals. Kiss Originals coming up. Alrighty. Now, Kiss Originals. Always got to see what all includes. A lot of stuff that came with this originally. Laura has it as a 1976, limited to 250,000, the first printing. It does have the book. It does have the wallet photos. Is that what came with it? That doesn't look right, but I guess it is. I don't know if that's what came with it. I don't think that came with it. I think that's something different. These wallet photos. But there's the book. There's some wallet photos. Overall, all 3 discs average out to VG or VG plus. And then there is the sleeve to Kiss. There's the sleeve to Hotter Than Hell. And there's the sleeve to Dress to Kill. So this is essentially a repackaging the first 3 Kiss albums, originals. There's kind of the file folder jacket. And this is Kiss Originals. And it's a $50 start. VG condition, $50 start. Okay. We have Lana Del Rey sold, Venom 120, Venom 135, Venom 150. Melissa Bailey wants to put back Bush. If anybody wants the Bush, it's still available, $34.99. Tim Vergari wants the Magpie Salute picture disc. That's sold to Tim Vergari. And then we have Dolly Tracks and Price. Give me 1 second on the tracks. The price is sealed $19.99. That's one of her newest albums. And we have Jamie Diaz says he wants Dolly. Jackie, if you decide you don't want Dolly, let me know. Jamie Diaz does. Next is Sonny Stitt, the Bubba Sessions. Sonny Stitt is a 2023 record store day, $24.99. Jared's out on Venom. The high bid then is with Jim Berg for $150, going twice, going 3 times. Kiss is a $50 start. We have If You Ask Me To. This is Victor Axelrod Productions, a 2023 record store day, red with black swirl, sealed, $27.99. Garbage, Strange Little Birds. Garbage is sealed, $29.99. George Burleson on the Jerry Garcia. That is sold to George Burleson, Jerry Garcia. Oh My God, GAWD. The Flamin' Lips, limited edition vinyl only reissue. A 2005 pressing on clear vinyl, $19.99. Jackie Reynolds says Jamie Diaz can have the Dolly. Jamie Diaz, you're getting the Dolly. Run, Rose, Run. That's sold to Jamie Diaz. Next is the Fray. This is a 2016 pressing on electric blue vinyl, $199.99. This is $200. The Fray, $199.99. Colin Butler on the Flamin' Lips. That's sold to Colin Butler. Also, we have Stone Sour, music on vinyl, $29.99. That's a music on vinyl press, gatefold. And the Traveling Wilburys, a new sealed remaster, $29.99. We do have a bid on Kiss Originals. It just came in. Patrick C. Smith Sr. has that for $50. The Venom is sold then for $150 to Jim Berg. We do have more Venom records to sell, but let me go ahead and tag this and put it away for Jim Berg. Thank you, Jim Berg. That's so to you. Did you see me on the other Flaming Lips? Yes, I think I've already pulled that for you. The other Flaming Lips has been pulled for you. Yeah, you got that earlier, John. Angela Lewis on Stone Sour. Hiram was second. And Kiss is not Japanese. No, it is a 1976 U.S. press. It has the book and some wallet photos. And, of course, the original on her sleeves. book, wallet photos. There's the wallet photos, the book. All 3 LPs average out the VG, VG Plus. So do the inner sleeves, and the front cover is like VG. That has one bid for $50. James Bragg, The Bush, is the Music on Vinyl 2015. 2015. Red vinyl, numbered, from Music on Vinyl. That is sold to James Bragg. That is sold to James Bragg. Traveling Wilburys is new and remastered. And Iparo, Take to the Streets. Iparo, something like that. Sealed $29.99. Kiss has a new bid for $52. Let me grab another new auction, and that new auction is going to be, how about another Venom record? How about another Venom that I don't think I see too often? American Assault. I think we just sold Japanese Assault. Yeah, here's American Assault. This is a 1985 U.S. press. Venom, American Assault. It's a $35 start. It's an 85 U.S. pressing, $35 start for Venom. American Assault, $35 start on that. Green Combat, no condition notes on the vinyl or the jacket. Nice copy. Patrick, let me know if you want back in on Kiss. Next is Cheap Fantastical Takedown, Blitzen Trapper. Blitzen Trapper is sealed on red vinyl, $17.99. Tell Everybody, the 21st Century Juke Joint Blues from Easy Eye Sound. That's on gray marbled vinyl. That's in mono, sealed for $24.99. Rhiannon Giddens, Freedom Highway, sealed $21.99. Idle Moments, Grant Green with Joe Henderson, Bobby Hutcherson. That's a 2009 Blue Note reissue, sealed $34.99. Let Us Elevate, Let Us Elevate, Let Us, Lettuce, red, picture disc, Paul Has a Note, great band, sealed $39.99. Tom Petty, Finding Wallflowers, alternate versions, sealed $29.99. And we have the Soft Bulletin Companion, bonus music and songs by the Flamin' Lips, sealed $19.99. All right, so George Burleson on RG. RG was for Rhiannon Giddens. Angela Lewis on the Tom Petty. Those are sold and sold. Thank you and thank you, as I always say. And the Kiss has a new bid. Rob Bobby, $53. So we had bids for $50, $52, and now Rob has it for $53. Jeff Parks, you've been outbid. Venom has one bid with Jared Benoit. Jared has it for $35. Final call. Jeff Malwitz wants the Flamin' Lips. That crate is obviously worthy of a recap. Let's do that. And then I'm probably going to show the next big pre-order that came in for tonight. And we'll probably go ahead and do the other bin of new vinyl as well. And then there'll be another new bin after that one. And it looks like we got 2 more crates over here from Paul to go through. So we got 301 people watching. Great turnout. If you haven't already, hit the like button on Facebook. Hit the like button on YouTube. I'd greatly appreciate it. I'm not doing too bad, even though I feel like I could almost be hospitalized at this point. We have Jeff Tweedy, Warmer. Jeff Tweedy is sealed, $39.99. The Autumn Defense, The Green Hour, sealed, $17.99. Wilco related. Wilco's 12th studio album. This is called Cruel Country. Wilco is sealed on red and white vinyl, $34.99. I don't think I've ever had that one. The Donnas turned 21. Now, this is an original. It's an original 2001, $79.99. Now, Jeff's out on Kiss, so that's a final call to Rob Bobby. But there is a new bid on Venom, John Gollin. Jared Benoit, you've been outbid on Venom. Mr. T, Soul Shower, mint green vinyl, $27.99. Supergrass, St. Petersburg. Supergrass is a 2023 Record Store Day on plum vinyl. That's $17.99. The Jayhawks, Mockingbird Time. The Jayhawks is a 2011 US. That's $39.99. Sonny Stitt, The Bubba Sessions, 2LP, Record Store Day, $24.99. Venom has a new bid for $45. Victor Axelrod, Seal, $27.99. Garbage, Strange Little Birds, Sealed, $29.99. The Fray is a 2016 electric blue vinyl. $199.99. The Fray. Traveling Wilburys, a sealed remaster, $29.99. Eparapo, Take It to the Streets, sealed $29.99. Blitzen Trapper, Cheap Fantastical Takedown, sealed $17.99 red vinyl. Tell Everybody the 21st Century Juke Joint Blues from Easy Eye Sound, sealed mono, $24.99. Grant Green, Idle Moments is sealed $34.99. And Let Us Elevate. Paul does have a note. Great band. Red and picture disc, I believe. $39.99. Stone Sour is already sold. Let's go ahead and sell Kiss to Rob Bobby for $53. And basically, I need to know if John Gollin, if you want backing on Venom for more than $45, just let me know. And then we'll put up some new auctions. And we got plenty of more new vinyl to go through. And I have filled up another crate. I knew we'd sell a bunch tonight. I told Tanner, I was like, even if I make it to 10 o'clock, I think we'll sell about what we do on a normal night because there's so many great new releases. Paul's Mark crates, these usually get almost emptied. And it looks like we're on pace to do that. So, because these next couple crates of new vinyl, they're going to be wiped out because there's great stuff in it, including another big new pre-order. So, I can't get all the Kiss stuff in here. There's so much stuff. John Gollin's out on Venom. I'm probably going to go ahead and wrap that up too. All right. And I'll make that the last record of the bin. This is sold to Jared Benoit for $45. Thank you, Jared. That one's sold to you. All right. Now this crate's really full. Let me swap out, put up new auctions, and let's get this show back on the road. About time for me to drink a V8. I think I need it not only for my energy and health, but I think also for some of the nutrients that are actually legitimately in those things. I could use the vitamins, I think. Excuse me. All right. So there's that. Let's set this off to the side. If anybody decides you do want anything else in there, just let me know. And, boy, we've already went through a lot tonight. Let me grab this other big new pre-order. And I do have some Funkos over here. I got a big one that's really cool. I don't have it priced, though. I think I know how much it should be. So, all right. New auctions. Let's do that. And we should be able to get through most of these. Hey, here's Napalm Death. It's a single. I found it. It's a single. So let's go ahead and do that. And let's go ahead and put up another bootleg, which looks like Crosby, Stills, and Nash. And I'll go ahead and grab a third one, which is Metallica. All right. Sorry, I'm out of breath. I'm like breathing through my mouth. So I'm already usually out of breath, but now I'm really out of breath tonight. Here's Napalm Death. Laura says this is a 1989 UK. Yeah, there's another full crate of MoFi. Not counting this pre-order, there's 3 more crates of new vinyl. One of them's full of MoFi and Analog Productions. Napalm Death is an 89 UK limited edition, $25 start. They've sold for as much as $50. This is an original. It's called Mentally Murdered. Mentally Murdered. That's up for bid, $25 start. Metallica, Back to the Studio. Bootleg, Orange Marbled, Sessions in San Francisco, the Carlson House in El Cerrito, California, 1983, and other rough mixes from Sausalito, California, 1984. Let's go ahead and start that for $45. That's orange vinyl, Metallica, Back to the Studio. Napalm Death already has a bid for $25, now $40. And this is On the Right Track. This is Crosby, Stills, Nash, and Young. It's a 1987 bootleg. It's live at the LA Forum in 1970. Live at the LA Forum. It's a 2 LP. It's a $35 start. Now, I'm a Crosby, Stills, Nash, Young fan. I've never seen that before. All right. Now, here is another big pre-order for tonight. I think most of this crate's already sold. Let's pull it up. And when I posted this, I figured we'd sell a bunch. I didn't figure we'd sell this much. But let's look at them. First, Napalm Death. Let's take a look at it. Great question. Nice flip back, no creases or anything. It's nice, and the vinyl's really nice too. Yeah, no condition notes on the vinyl. The cover's EX Plus. All right, so if you know for sure you wasn't on the pre-order, I would get on this right now. This was posted 8 weeks ago. These are $44.99. It's Green Day, American Idiot, the 20th anniversary, 2LP anniversary edition on red and black splatter. Red and black splatter. I'm going to start reading off the pre-order. If you know for sure you want one, comment right now, live. Rich Recor was the first one to comment. There's Rich Recor. Also, Stacy Brown and Jeremy Todd. Stacy Brown and Jeremy Todd. There's Stacy Brown and Jeremy Todd. Fred Carnell. Tim Miller wants two. So there's one for Fred Carnell. There's two for Tim Miller. So there's Fred's, and there's the two for Tim Miller. And then John Miller and Charlie Sales. John Miller and Charlie Sales. There's two more sold. Thank you, John Miller. Thank you, Charlie Sales. And then Debbie Blair wants one. And Jeff Helton wants one. There's one for Debbie Blair. There's one for Jeff Helton. Those are sold and sold. Debbie Blair, Jeff Helton. Also, Mike Massey and Jeff Brindley. There's one for Mike Massey. There's one for Jeff Brindley. And we have Todd Kilgore and Angela Lewis. Todd Kilgore and Angela Lewis. Thank you and thank you. Todd Kilgore and Angela Lewis. The next two goes to Mike Vandergits and George Buchanan. Mike Vandergits and George Buchanan. Also, Jason Walraven and Scott Beebe. Jason Walraven and Scott Beebe. That's sold and sold. Also one for Triona Shiker, Treona. That's one for Triona Shiker and Paul Brothers. I hadn't pulled those out. There's one for Triona Shiker and Paul Brothers. And then 1 hour ago, Mr. Jerry Stone. There's one for Jerry Stone. Okay. Thank you, Jerry Stone. That's so to you. And they're all filled now. Now, here's what's left live. Okay? And let's go back to the top where I started. And I laid down 3 auctions. Metallica was a $45 start. We started Napalm at $25 and the CSNY at $35. Napalm got bids for $25 and then $40 and then $50. Brian O'Malley bid $35 on CSNY, $55 on Napalm, then $60. Emily Ferguson wants a Green Day. Brent bid $40 on Crosby, Stills, and Nash. Brian O'Malley, you've been outbid. Then Dean Tedford on Green Day. George Scherer on Green Day. So Green Day is American Idiot. This has been out of stock and out of print. Well, it's been out of stock more than out of print. I think they were waiting for this anniversary edition. It's a really nice gatefold on colored vinyl. That is 2LP, $44.99. I have 6 copies left if anybody wants one. 6 copies. What I'm actually going to do is slide them right back in here with some of the other new vinyl. If anybody else decides you want a Green Day, the pre-order's been fulfilled. There they have it. Final call to get a bid in on Metallica. $45 start. Brent, you just got outbid on CSNY, and now Napalm is at $65. Let's go ahead and swap out crates, and to keep it in order, let's go ahead and do that other crate of MoFi, Analog Productions, etc. I know that y'all love this stuff. I love this stuff. We have this crate, and then we'll do another Paul crate, and then after that, we'll have another crate of new vinyl to go through. So let's go ahead and go through this restock bin of new MoFi stuff, music on vinyl, and Analog Productions. Okay? I'm going to mute my mic for 1 second. Try to finish off some of this water. I desperately need it. All right. We have no condition notes on the LPs here. Yeah, they're extremely nice. No condition notes on the LP. I've got like 5 new Funkos in, but I think they're all the same thing. They're just big and they're in a big box. I'll try to show it in 1 second. All right, first thing is we got a restock. I think we sold the other album from the previous bin. Cinderella Night Songs, $38.99. Cinderella Night Songs, $38.99. Music on vinyl, new and sealed. We have Sitting on the Dock of Bay, Otis Redding. That's the new Analog Productions QRP, 2LP, 45 RPM. $59.99. Otis Redding, The Dock of the Bay. That's $59.99. Brent, you had outbid on SNY. Let's go ahead and sell Napalm Death to, well, actually, the John. Okay, everybody's out. All right, yeah, Jim Berg gets it for $65. That's sold. I'm glad I found that. I didn't know what y'all were talking about at first. And then Metallica's a $45 buy it now. Metallica, no bid. Back to the studio. Orange vinyl, $45 buy it now. Stevie Ray Vaughan, Couldn't Stand the Weather. Wait a minute. We have a waiting list for that already tonight, don't we? Who was on a waiting list? These got separated. Here's another copy. Couldn't Stand the Weather. 2 LP, 45 RPM. $64.99. I think that's already sold. I'll wait and see if anybody speaks up. If not, I'll go ahead and put it in the sold bin because Melanie probably has a waiting list for me. I have one copy of Gimme Back My Bullets, but this is already sold. This is already sold. Rob Bobby was on a waiting list. Let me go ahead and pull this back up. Hopefully my laptop has enough juice to get through this crate. Let's see here. Leonard Skinnard. And this was sold to Rob Bobby. I only have one of these. Give me back my bullets. If anybody else wants on the list, let me know. This is sold to Rob Bobby. Grateful Dead Funkos. I think they have, but they're vaulted. Also, a classic Foreigner Head Games. MoFi. Everything in here is new and sealed. Mobile Fidelity Sound Lab Foreigner Head Games. $44.99 on that. And then here's the Stevie Ray Vaughan I hadn't seen yet. And this is In Step. In Step. And this is the single LP, 33 1/3, Analog Productions, Original Analog Masters. That has the hit song on it, Crossfire. $46.99 for that STP, or for that SRV. Brent's out on the CSNY. That's a final call for $56 to Brian O'Malley. I haven't had this in a while. It's essentially a Hall & Oates Greatest Hits. It's called Daryl Hall and John Oates Rock and Soul Part 1, $44.99. It's a gatefold, new and sealed MoFi. Of course, classic track listing. Sarah Smile, She's Gone, Rich Girl, $44.99 on that. And there was a waiting list on this. Luckily, they are back in. Leonard Skinnard Collected from Music on Vinyl, $54.99. And the waiting list for this was Rob Fordham and Penny Conaway. Rob Fordham and Penny Conaway. So 2 of these are already sold. I've got one extra. Also, I've only got one copy of Jackal, Music on Vinyl. One copy of Jackal, $38.99. Let me double check my spreadsheet because it wouldn't surprise me if that was a hidden waiting list. Jackal, no waiting list on Jackal, so that's still available. Let's go ahead and sell Brian O'Malley, the Crosby, Stills, and Nash & Young for $56. Brian O'Malley, that's sold to you. Thank you. And some say this is the best version of this record. The classic Dire Straits Brothers in Arms. 2 LP, 45 RPM, $64.99. Dire Straits Brothers in Arms. That is $64.99. 2 LP, 45 RPM. And Cyndi Lauper, She's So Unusual. Gatefold single LP, 33 1/3, $36.99. Wow, nobody on the Metallica bootleg for $45. That's pretty unusual. Let me go grab a couple more auctions. Let's go grab a couple more auctions to get rolling here. And let's see what we have here. I've got, if you've seen something in the post and you're waiting on it, make sure to let me know. Let's go ahead and put up a Judas Priest and a Venom. A Judas Priest and a Venom. Looks like there's one more vintage bootleg in this crate as well. David Johnson wants the Dire Straits. That's a great decision. Price on Instep. Instep is $46.99. It's a gatefold, single LP, Analog Productions. Darren Wallace gets the Metallica for $45. That is sold. And Ronnie SRV Instep is a single LP gatefold, $46.99. I've got 2. I'll have one if Tim Vargari buys one as well. Here's Venom, Black Metal. These always get pricey. This is an 82 Italian press. A 1982 Italian press of Venom, Black Metal. That is going to be a $35 start. Nice jacket. Venom, Black Metal, VG Plus jacket, EX vinyl. There's the label. $35 start. Ronnie Ritchie wants a Stevie Ray Vaughan Instep. There's now one left unless Tim Vargari grabs the other. And then our next auction is Judas Priest, Hero Hero. 2 LP, gatefold, an original 81 UK EX edition on the gold label. $35 start on that. Both auctions are $35 starts, Venom and Judas Priest. So this is pretty much all, it is all MoFi, Analog Productions, and Mobile Fidelity. MoFi, which is Mobile Fidelity Sound Lab, AP, Analog Productions, and MOV, Music on Vinyl, which are all really good labels. Tim Vargari says he'll take the last Stevie Ray Vaughan. So In-Step is now sold out. And let's go through these one more time. Cinderella, Night Songs, Music on Vinyl, $38.99, 2 left. Dock of the Bay, Otis Redding, 2 LP, 45 RPM, Analog Productions, $59.99, 2 available. We got a waiting list for this. Melanie, whoever was first on the wait list, let's go ahead and tag them. That's already sold. Foreigner Head Games is $44.99. Single LP, Mobile Fidelity Sound Lab. Hall & Oates, Rock and Soul Part 1, that's $44.99. Essentially a greatest hits. Also essentially a greatest hits. Leonard Skinner Collected, Music on Vinyl 2 LP, 2 people's on a waiting list. Now there's 1 left, $54.99. Jackal's $38.99. Mike Torres wants Head Games. That's sold to Mike Torres. Now there's 1 Head Games. James Rainey wants a Cinderella and a Sunny Stitt from the previous crate. I can do that. I've already pulled your Cinderella. Let me pull your Sunny Stitt. And here it is. Ooh. And so James Rainey, that's sold to, there's your Cinderella, there's your Sunny Stitt. Venom has a bid for $35, and Judas Priest is at $41 with Jason Widener. George Ellis wants a Hall & Oates. We're slowly chipping away at all the audiophile stuff tonight. Always big sellers. Jerry Stone wants a Dire Straits. That was coming up next. There's not going to be much left. I knew we'd chip away at a lot of this stuff. I mean, this is high-quality vinyl here. This is MoFi and Analog Productions. This is the best it gets right here. And then Cyndi Lauper, of course, that's her hit album with Time After Time and Girls Just Want to Have Fun. For those that don't know, these are audiophile labels. Mobile Fidelity Sound Lab, high-quality pressings, high-quality everything. Vinyl, sound sources, gatefolds, they're really nice. And then Analog Productions may be the best in the business. Usually they use original master tapes, high-quality vinyl, thick jackets. That's why all this stuff appears to be carrying a premium. It's all audiophile stuff. Cyndi Lauper, Jackal, Leonard Skinner, Hall & Oates, Foreigner, Otis Redding is all that's left in there. Venom's getting new bids, and so does Judas Priest. So we have one more crate of new vinyl to go through, which is a lot of new restocks and whatnots. But the first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and go through another Paul crate. He's got me another crate loaded and ready to go right here. So let's go ahead and hit these. Should be some great stuff. And we have filled up our 5th crate of the night. Fantastic. Let me go ahead and set this over here for Melanie's pickup. She already took 3 to the back. There's already 2 more ready to pick up. I think by the time we go through this Paul crate, the other new vinyl crate, and possibly do a quick recap tonight. Oh, and we have a whole box of box sets. All right. Who's ready? These are always fun. Here we go. Great stuff there. That Dire Straits is phenomenal if anybody wants to go on a waiting list. Money for Nothing's on there. I Want My MTV. All right. Otis is 45 RPM. Yes, it's the new Atlantic Anniversary Series. It is. All right. Judas Priest is at 46 and Venom's at 45. Going once, going twice. Let me go grab a V8. I'm going to need one. I'm going to need something other than water. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. If you haven't already, please hit the like button on Facebook. We've had an incredible week. Paul started off this week's cycle on Sunday with Psychedelic Sunday. He had a big turnout. He sold a lot of records. Monday night, we did 17 crates, even though I was battling sickness. Tuesday night, last night, we sold 7. Again, all vintage. All vintage. That's the equivalent of like 12 new vinyl crates. And then tonight, we're on pace for another crazy night. Tanner and Ed sent me a message. They said, hey, you better get over your sickness, buddy. There's like 14 boxes of new vinyl they got delivered tonight for tonight's show. You better get your butt here and start pricing this stuff. And so I went to the doctor, and now I'm here. And now we're about to sell more records. So We have George Scherer wants a Dire Straits waiting list. The 2 LP, 45 RPM. You got it. We're about to sell some auctions back here. Final Call, Venom, $45, Jared Benoit. Final Call, Michael Ruttman, Judas Priest, $46. Here we have it. The Black Crowes War Paint. The Black Crowes War Paint. 2018 picture disc with a 7-inch. Sealed, $49.99. Sealed, $49.99. Did you catch the COVIDs in Knoxville messing around with those volunteer yoo-hoos? Yeah, I actually don't have COVID. I have a respiratory infection. But yeah, you can tell from the way I'm breathing. But yeah, I got it at the game, I'm pretty sure. Magpie Salute. Magpie Salute is sealed, $19.99. Magpie Salute. We have Rich Robertson, Flux. Rich Robertson is sealed, $24.99. Ooh, I've never seen this before. Dwight Yoakam, it's a 3 LP deluxe. A 2016 30th anniversary 3 LP, $99.99. Dwight Yoakam, guitars, Cadillacs, etc., etc. Never seen a 3 LP of that. Magpie Salute is sold to Tim Vergari. Dean Tedford, you were second. Dwight Yoakam is $99.99. The Lumineers, Bright Side, a sun-bleached LP colored vinyl, $44.99. And Grant's First Stand, Grant Green, a Scorpio reissue, $24.99. Judas Priest is sold for $46 to Michael Ruttman. And Jared Benoit, you get Venom for $45. There we have it. Going through a new Paul crate here. Should be some great stuff priced in here. We have Rhiannon Giddens with Francisco Tursi, or Turisi. They're Calling Me Home. That's sealed for $19.99. Aerosmith's Greatest Hits, the Walmart exclusive on red and black splatter. A single LP sealed, just $24.99. Just $24.99. Let's grab some new auctions over here. Let's see what else I have. Let's grab this other bootleg. I don't know who it is, though. And let's grab a Motorhead. Bootleg and Motorhead. That sounds pretty good, doesn't it? Bootleg and Motorhead. Bootleg and Motorhead. All right. Brandon Sanders on Aerosmith. The Florida Gator coming through. Brandon Sanders is a Florida Gator, but I'll go easy on him this year. He needs it. That's sold to Brandon Sanders. George Scherer on Rhiannon Giddens. He got the one earlier as well. That's sold to George Burleson. Thank you. And Tom Petty. Speaking of the Florida Gators, Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers Pack Up the Plantation, $27.99. That's a 2017 180 gram pressing. And Zach Bryan, American Heartbreak. Zach Bryan is $34.99. American Heartbreak. The new album for Joy, from Joy Ola Dukin. Ola Dukin. That is sealed, $39.99 with a signed insert. All right, we have John Smetzer on Tom Petty, sold. We have Ethan Bonhart on Zach Bryan. Ethan, have you bought from us before? I think you have. I'm pretty sure you have. But if you are a first-time buyer or anybody else is a first-time buyer, make sure you've let me know. Next is Motorhead. Motorhead is a 2021 Euro Record Store Day exclusive, limited to 3,500 on red vinyl. This is Motorhead, The Lost Tapes. $35 start. Ethan's a first-time buyer. Thank you and welcome to CollectCo Nation. Ethan, do me a quick favor. The way we work here is we do $7 unlimited shipping. That actually started Sunday when Paul did a Psychedelic Sunday show. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. 7 nights of opportunities to buy unlimited shipping for $7. Make sure you contact our Facebook page, the CollectCo business page, email address, and mailing address. Also, make sure you join our private group, Whole Lot of Records, where we post stuff for pre-order, like new Zach Bryan albums. You know, if he comes out with a new album, we'll post it for pre-order in our group. You can pre-order it with us. Whenever it comes in, we'll bill you and ship it to you. Next is, this is a bootleg. Is this James Taylor? Who is this? The Kinks? It's the Kinks. It's the Kinks. This is a... Sorry, I had to cough. This is a 1971 bootleg. It's a 71 bootleg, unofficial. It's a compilation of singles and B-sides from 67 to 69 that were never released on studio albums. Yeah, that's true. So the Kinks had a lot of stuff that was released in the UK that was never released in the United States, and a lot of it was bootleg. The Who had the same thing going on. The Who had a lot of UK singles until that album, Meaty Beaty Big and Bouncy, came out. A lot of it was being bootlegged over here. We had a lot of that with Dale stuff. Let's go ahead and start it for $25. I think this is pretty cool. It's a bootleg of Kinks singles, released only in the UK. $25 start. So that's studio stuff. $25 start. VG plus vinyl. All right, Chad, I bought on 3 different days this week. Is the shipping bundled? Yes. $7 unlimited. $7 unlimited all week long. So if you buy on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, it all gets invoiced together, and we invoice you on Monday. Whole lot of records. First I heard of that. Man, see, Tim Vergari, you'll be surprised. We have so many regular customers, people who's been buying from us for months, and they don't know about our group. Let's see. I just added Eddie Frunchman, and I just added Jerry Thomas. They just requested. Yeah, make sure you're in our group. That you got to get in there. Also, a quick side note on our group. Right now in our group, there are 693 pending posts. I'm very far behind. I will eventually get to those. 693. I'll go ahead and approve some right now. Julie Ann, Ryan Eaton, Patrick Lear, Billy Dykey, Javi Soto. It's mostly customers posting what they bought. And Bob Reiger, Ken Crooker. So, I mean, David Baber, Tracy McFadden, Terrell Lassiter. So much stuff. So you have to give me. You might have to wait a week. I'll eventually get it posted. I can't flood too much on there. If I post too much and then I try to post a pre-order, nobody sees it. So it's really for me to post pre-orders, but I allow y'all to also post. But I'm very far behind, as you can see. Okay. We have Greg Graffin, Cold as the Clay. Back to the bin. Sorry for the distraction. Greg Graffin is sealed, $19.99. This is the Gray Boy All-Stars, Como Day All-Stars. This is sealed on Sunburst vinyl for $29.99. And Gomez Split the Difference. Gomez Split the Difference. A 2004 Gomez is $74.99. So Motorhead doesn't have a bid yet. Final call for $35. The Kinks bootleg has one bid with Brian O'Malley. The Kinks bootleg has one bid with Brian O'Malley for $25. We're going through a new crate of price stuff for today that Paul marked for us. Grant Green, The Main Attraction with Hubert Laws. Grant Green is a 1976 pressing, $19.99. $19.99, Grant Green. The Unattainable T-Rex. T-Rex is a 1980 UK copy. T-Rex is $19.99. Newsboys, Set Up to the Microphone. Step Up. Newsboys is on clear with black and blue splatter. $34.99 for Newsboys. Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, The Last DJ. This is a sealed remaster for $29.99. Odyssey and Oracle. Odyssey and Oracle. That's not the Zombies. It's a cover of the Zombies masterpiece from 1990 by somebody. 14 by Chrisen the Mums. Chris something. It's all one big word. That is some kind of Odyssey and Oracle cover. $14.99. And we have Time Will Show the Wiser, the Bucketful of Brains collection, featuring the Chills, Thin White Rope, Gene Clark, the Bevis Fond, and the Barracudas. That is $9.99. That's an alternate rock, indie rock comp. All right, Motorhead is a $35 buy it now. And the Kinks just got one bid to Brian O'Malley for $25. Kinks bootleg sold to Brian O'Malley for $25. Ryan Eaton wants the Newsboys. Let's pull that for Ryan Eaton. That was right here. Sold to Ryan Eaton. Chris Kirkley on Tom Petty. And Michael Snare gets the Motorhead for a $35 buy it now. I'm going to mute my mic for 1 second. All right, what was the price on the Gray Boy All-Stars? I feel like that was pretty early in the bin. Maybe not. The Gray Boy All-Stars. Joseph Ellis, sealed on Sunburst Vinyl. Sunburst Vinyl sealed, $29.99. Next is Yeehaw, The Other Side of Country. A weird but cool country compilation, Paul says. $19.99. Weird but cool. That sounds right up our alley. A.G. Bridges III. That's a 1981 bluesy, folky singer-songwriter LP, $24.99. Joseph Ellis takes the Gray Boy All-Stars. That's sold to Joseph Ellis. Chris Knapp said he said Bowling T-Rex. You did. It's an 1980 UK GM import, $19.99. Chris, if you don't want it, Jackie Reynolds does. Next is the Mushrooms, A Taste of the Mushrooms. An 86 Greek Garage New Wave record, $29.99. And Jelly Roll, Not the New Guy. This is a 1971 jazz rock album, $19.99. Chris Knapp wants T-Rex. Jackie, you were second. Cat Stevens' Greatest Hits, VG Plus condition, $11.99. How about I pause right there and put up some new auctions, okay? Let me do that righty now. Righty now. Let's see here. Great White, Shabuzi. Oh yeah, I still got to show you all this Fish album. Okay, let me do that in just a second. I'll put that in the next bin of new vinyl. It was over here to be priced. Somebody asked for Gang of Four and Red Cross. Let's go ahead and do those. All right, so here's Gang of Four, A Brief History of the 20th Century, back to the 80s. It's a 2018 U.S. reissue on clear vinyl, sealed. That's a $25 start. Gang of Four, A Brief History of the 20th Century. And then Red Cross, Teen Babies from Monsanto. Red Cross is a 2018 U.S. reissue, a limited edition pink vinyl, sealed, $20 start on that. Richard Zeinert wants to Cat Stevens. Can't go wrong there. That's sold to Richard Zeinert. Next is Pearl Jam Versus. That is a VG Plus copy. It's a remaster. $24.99. Don't Call Me Daughter. VG Plus, $24.99. We have Closer. Nathaniel Ratliff. This is VG Plus, $9.99. VG Plus, $9.99. Red Cross has a bid for $20. Gang of Four has a bid for $25. We have Eric Self, Grant Green price. Grant Green was right back here. The main attraction of Hubert Laws was a 1976 US, $19.99. Jetstream wants the Jelly Roll. That's sold to Jetstream. Jetstream gets Jelly Roll. Also, we have EX, $32.99. This is Interpol. Interpol, EX condition, $32.99. Boy, that's weird. It's got a 45 RPM cut. It's a 2010 45 RPM, EX, $32.99. Eric Self said he will take the Grant Green. Both auctions have bids, 20 and 25. Going once, going twice. We have Iron and Wine, Morning Becomes Electric. That is a 2011 WIV CD, EX condition, $27.99. Chris Knapp on Interpol. Ronnie Ritchie, you were second on Interpol. Jimmy Smith plays Fats Waller. Jimmy Smith is VG Plus, $24.99. This is an original 1962 stereo press. VG Plus, $24.99. Giant, a 1989 US original, EX condition, $42.99. Haven't seen that in a while. I think the last one of those we auctioned. Last of the Runaways, Giant, EX, $42.99. The Fray, Scars and Stories, a 2011 Euro, EX condition, $74.99. $74.99. I'm finally going to open up this V8. Give me 1 second. This is probably going to be almost painful to drink, but I'm going to try it. Thank you, Mike Massey, for the V8s. We have Hiram Aponte first on Giant. Angela Lewis, your second. Chad, you have Live in Amsterdam, Beth Hart, and Joe Bonamassa. I do not. I think that's out of print. Rob Zombie, the Venomous Rat, Regeneration Vendor. Rob Zombie is VG Plus, $19.99. Of course, if I never mention color, it's typically on black vinyl. Betsy Boo, Boom Mania. That is a $19.90 US, EX, $9.99. Melissa Bailey on Rob Zombie. Curtis Marachi, second. Joseph Ellis, third. Grant Green, Slick, live at Oil Can Harry's. Record Store Day. A 2008 Record Store Day, numbered. Paul says it has one mark, but it does not affect play. VG Plus, $59.99. Chris Knapp says he's going to pass on Intrapool. Sell this to Ronnie Ritchie, Hattori Hanzo. This is sold. He's going to pass that to you if that's okay. So that's now sold to you. These auctions only got one bid. Sell this for $25 to Thomas Reed. Gang of 4. Sell Thomas Hujar Red Cross for $20. Those are sold and sold. Next LP is EX $22.99. 4 by Art. 4 by Art on the Electric Eye label. EX $22.99. And Pagliaro, Pagliaro, a 1976 Canadian rock album, VG Plus $14.99. 2 box sets in here. First is My Morning Jacket, Circuitorial. I don't know why I'm having trouble with that. It's a 2011 green vinyl pressing, sealed, $99.99. Really weird. It's got like a lenticular My Morning Jacket. Box contains 280-gram green colored LPs in gatefold packaging, a 24-page 12x12 art book, a 30-minute documentary DVD, high-quality lithograph, fold-out poster booklet, a plantable seed-infused circuitorial bookmark, and a digital download. That's $99.99. Jackie Reynolds on Pagliaro, however you say that. And next is Neil Young Harvest. Wow. A 50th anniversary, sealed, $109.99. Original album, 7-inch, unreleased concert, book, lithograph, poster, sealed Harvest box set, $109.99. Let's get a couple new auctions going. Let's see what's going on with this Axe LP. Axe LP. And I do have a Y and T. So Axe and Y and T. Let's see what's going on with Axe and Y and T. Okay? So, first thing we have is, I think this crate's worthy of a fast recap. A lot of cool stuff still left in here. I think I'm more familiar with them the second time, so I'll be able to go through them a little bit faster. First is Y&T, an 85 US Carrollton Club, no condition notes with the original inner sleeve, a $25 start. That's Y&T, open fire, $25 start. And then we have Axe, and Axe is an 82 US specialty. A nice VG Plus and VG Plus jacket. That is a $15 start. Y&T 25, Axe 15. Neil Young pressing. Brent, it says made in Germany. 50th anniversary sealed. That's about as much as I can get you. $109.99. Made in Germany. That's always good. Okay, very quick recap of this bin. Paul Crate. The Black Crowes War Paint, sealed picture disc, $49.99. We have Rich Robinson from the Black Crowes, Flux, sealed $24.99, one of his solo albums. Dwight Yoakam, a 3LP Super Deluxe. That is $99.99 from 2016. The Lumineers, Bright Side, on Sun Bleach colored vinyl, sealed $44.99. Matt Lawson on Rich Robertson. Matt Lawson on Rich Robertson. Y&T has a bid for $25. Danny, you were second on Rich. Grant Green, Grant's First Stand, $24.99. Axe is a $15 start. We have Joy Ola Dukin. Joy Ola Dukin. And that is sealed with a signed insert, $39.99. Greg Graffin, Cold as the Clay. That's a 2017 Record Store Day Go vinyl, $19.99 on that. Gomez, Split the Difference. Gomez is a 2004 pressing, $74.99 for Gomez. Also, Odyssey and the Oracle. This is the Crescent Hymns or something like that. It's evidently some kind of group covering the Zombies classic album. That should be interesting, $14.99. We have Time Will Show the Wiser, the Bucket Full of Brains collection, an alt-rock, indie rock compilation for $9.99. Final Call Y&T for $25. Yeehaw, The Other Side of Country. Yeehaw is a weird but cool country comp, $19.99. A.G. Bridges III. That's an 81 bluesy, folky singer-songwriter album, $24.99. The Mushrooms, Taste of Mushrooms, an 86 Greek Garage new wave record, $29.99. Pearl Jam Verses, you got to have that in your collection, VG Plus, $24.99. I skipped this. Closer, Nathaniel Ratliff. We didn't show that originally. VG Plus, $9.99. Iron and Wine was EX, $27.99. Morning Becomes Electric. Jimmy Smith Plays Fats Waller was VG Plus, $24.99. The Fray was Scars and Stories, EX, $74.99. Betsy Boo, Boo Mania, EX, $9.99. Grant Green Sleek, live at Oil Can Harry's. That's VG Plus, $59.99. And 4 by Art is EX, $22.99. Then the 2 box sets was My Morning Jacket, sealed, $99.99. And Harvest was $109.99. Autumn Wants Pearl Jam. Jason, Axe is a $15 start. Axe is a $15 start. We're about to sell it. And Y&T only got one bid with Todd Kilgore. Todd, that is yours uncontested for $25. Axe, we're looking for a $15 start, Jason. VG Plus, VG Plus. Leslie Wickline on the Nathaniel Ratliff. And Jason's in on Axe at 16. Leslie Wickline, that's so do you. I see the weird troll bot thingy. If they comment again, I'll block them. Okay, just nobody click on anything. We'll be fine. We have a whole nother crate of new vinyl that's come in for tonight. Let's go through that. And Axe is at 15 and now 16, but the first bid was 16. Folks, we have a whole nother crate of new vinyl to go through. I told y'all this is going to be a great night. It's always great when a lot of new vinyl shows up. It definitely balances out the show, makes things interesting. According to my metrics, about half of y'all buy almost exclusively new vinyl, and about half of y'all buy exclusively vintage and pre-owned, and there's some that buy a little bit of both. So, first thing is, can I swap the Grant Green to the stand and put back the other one? All right, so you had this Grant Green. Let me find that. Eric had this Grant Green. He wants to put it back or to the stand. Okay, let's see here. Grant's first stand. Yeah, Grant's first stand. All right, done. Okay, now we make sure I didn't miss anything else. New vinyl is king. Jerry Stone. Now, Jerry's one of those people who buy exclusively nothing but new vinyl. There's a lot of other people like Jerry, too. They buy only new. They're in a whole lot of records, and the only thing they do is buy new records. So, let me go back up the top, make sure I didn't miss any other comments. I thought somebody asked something else. Sorry, my brain is slowly crushing down from sickness. Axe 18, Axe 19, Axe 20, Axe 21. And then there was a question about a compilation, but I lost it. Okay, and then, so Melanie, Clint says he commented twice on the pre-order, so only give him one on the Great White and give him one to the next person on the waiting list. Okay? And Patrick C. Smith wants Neil Young. Patrick C. Smith on Neil Young box. I figured somebody'd get that. All right. Now, here's the moment y'all been waiting for. Firehouse. Now, I think I have a waiting list, though. Let me find out. Firehouse is $39.99. Hopefully, my laptop still has some juice in it. It's good, I think. I closed the lid earlier. If you know for sure you want one, I'd comment right now. Wow, I don't have a waiting list. Amazing. All these are available. All 4 Firehouses are available. That is on the Smoke and Fire colored vinyl. Smoke and Fire colored vinyl. There they are, folks. I've got 4 on hand. Derek Paris wants one. Kristen Seam wants one. Nick Bargeron wants one. I've got one left. So does Sheldon Bergenhire. There's more on the way from a different distributor. Okay, and then we have more on the way. We have more on the way. So if anybody wants on the waiting list, I think one distributor just sent me like 12. They'll probably be in tomorrow. So Derek got one, Kristen got one, Nick got one, Sheldon. Chad Sauls, you're first on the list. Angela Schoenmeyer needs to put back New Edition Greatest Hits. There might have been somebody on a waiting list. If not, if anybody wants a new edition 2LP Greatest Hits, that's $39.99. And everybody's got a Firehouse. If you pre-ordered it or you was on the original wait list, everybody got one. Yes. And it will be on your invoices. Now, Rob, if you don't think you have one, there's plenty coming in this week. So if anybody's like, wait a minute, let me scroll through here manually and look. Megadeth, no, that's old stuff there. So yeah, I have no record of a wait list. Okay, sorry, Rob. You'll get one because they'll be in this week. Okay, now there was definitely a waiting list for this. This is the new 2LP expanded. The 2 new LP expanded Tom Petty Long After Dark. These are $49.99. Glenn Kesey was on a waiting list for 2. And then Chris Pedziwar. P-E-D-Z-I-W-I-A-T-R. So 3 of these are sold. 3 of these are sold. 1, 2, 3. I got 2 extra Tom Petty's. The Long After Dark Deluxe. Okay, I just want to clarify on Firehouse. I had 4 Firehouses. Derek Paris got one. Kristen Seam got one. Nick Bargeron got one. Sheldon Bergenhire got one. Derek Paris got one. Kristen Seam got one. Nick Bargeron got one. Sheldon Bergenhire got one. Chad Sauls is not one on a waiting list. Chad, there's more coming in this week. Claiming one tonight is just like buying one right now. Rob Fordham on a waiting list. Chad says he does not want on a waiting list. Then Sheldon said, no list for me. Sheldon, you're not on a list. You got one live tonight. Okay. Now, Glenn, I think you may be thinking about the Tom Petty. You're thinking about this one. The turquoise vinyl, which I'm about to show. You didn't have this one. You didn't have the deluxe. There's 2 Long After Darks. You're right, found on invoice. Okay, so Rob doesn't need on a waiting list. So if I've done that correctly, nobody on a waiting list for Firehouse. I think everybody wants to wait and claim one live. That's okay with me, but as you see, they get gone fast. So right now, there's nobody on a waiting list for Firehouse. Axe, I don't know where we're at, but I've got to sell it. John Kaiser has it for $26. John Kaiser has it for $26. Yeah, there's 2 new Tom Petty's. You hadn't got these yet. And then there's 2 extras. Okay, next is the Black Sabbath Rhino. $44.99. I may have to text Melanie about this. This may be a sticky note in the back that hadn't been keyed in yet. Black Sabbath, yeah. Let me text her, and these are $44.99. These are $44.99. Let me ask if there's a waiting list. Melanie, let's see. Do you see a waiting list for Black Sabbath self-titled Rhino? I love voice to text. I can literally say that out loud, and it types it for me. So I know I'm going to have some extras. These are $44.99. Now is the other one that I was just telling Glenn about. This is on turquoise colored vinyl. This is the same Tom Petty album, remastered, just a single LP, $36.99 turquoise vinyl. And there was 2 people on this waiting list, Robert Tomick and Super Chicken Sauce. Robert Tomick and Super Chicken Sauce. So 3 deluxes sold. 2 of these sold. Now we have 2. So you got 2 versions to pick from on this new anniversary remaster of Long After Dark. A single LP turquoise, $36.99, or a new deluxe with bonus tracks, 2 LP black vinyl, $49.99. Free Fallin' is not on this album. No, that's on Full Moon Fever. John Kaiser, you're out on Axe. Nick Bargeron has it for $27. Taylor Swift, Midnights, Jade Green Vinyl. Taylor Swift is $36.99. Smashing Pumpkins, Siamese Dream, $59.99. Smashing Pumpkins, Siamese Dream, $59.99. Reputation, T Swift, 2 LP picture disc, $54.99. Taylor Swift, Folklore, 2 LP, $39.99. Taylor Swift, Fearless, Platinum Edition, 2 LP, $33.99. And 1989, Taylor's version, $49.99. Rose Garden Pink Edition, $49.99. Melanie has sent me a list. 2 people on Black Sabbath, all analog rhino. Michael Jacob and Chad Sauls. Michael Jacob and Chad Sauls. She just sent me a picture of the sticky note. Michael Jacob and Chad Sauls. I knew there was 2. So those are sold. Michael Jacob and Chad Sauls. That is probably the best Black Sabbath self-titled record you can get right there. All analog cut from Rhino, $44.99. Axe is sold to Nick Bargeron for $27. And let's run through those one more time. So we need a couple new auctions. Let me do that right now. We have, the first thing I have is Crocus and Zappa, some bootlegs. Well, Crocus isn't, Zappa is. First thing I have here is Zappa. Necessity Is, Frank Zappa and the Mothers of Invention. Previously unreleased tracks and studio alternatives from 1963 to 1969. This is a 1980 bootleg. They did 2,500. It has unreleased tracks and studio alternative takes. What the title says, 63 to 69. That is going to be a $35 start. And then we have Crocus, One Vice at a Time. Crocus is an 82 US with the original sleeve, EX condition, and this is a $15 start. 35 and 15. Here's what's left in here. Tom Petty Deluxe, $49.99. Black Sabbath All Analog Rhino, $44.99. Hope you have that. Tom Petty Turquoise, $36.99. Zappa, this is Taylor Swift, big difference. Lots of Taylor Swift in here. Midnight, Jade Colored, $36.99. Siamese Dream, $59.99. Reputation, $54.99. Folklore, $39.99. It's a 2 LP. Fearless is also a 2 LP. And Taylor's version of 1989, $49.99. That was the last crate of new vinyl. Now, I have a whole box of box sets, but also I got these Fish albums. Let me price these right quick. These are $49.99 back in stock, and I think y'all know this can get pricey. If you're a Fish fan, you know Billy Breathes is always tough to get. Let me go get my price gun. These are $49.99. Ed didn't have I didn't mark these for Ed. I almost forgot they were coming in. I think they actually came out last week, and we didn't get them till now. Billy Breathes. Let me read you the information on it, but I think a lot of people would be happy for any copy at $49.99. And then I have another record over here called Shabuzi. Let me show this. And it is $26.99. A few records I didn't mark. These are stray records that came in with all the big Great White pre-orders. So Fish is $49.99. So there's Fish, and Fish. And Billy Breathes is Fish's 6th studio album. A new 2 LP, Above the Trees, green colored vinyl. Produced by Steve Lillywhite and Fish. Vinyl mastered by Chris Bellman at Bernie Grunman Mastering. 2 LP, $49.99. I'm about to sell Zappa to Brent for $35, and I'm about to sell Crocus for $15 to John Kaiser. And then here's Shabuzi. He is $26.99. Where I've been isn't where I'm going. Shabuzi is $26.99. Colin Butler wants Fish. Great decision there. I've sold some remastered, like new copies of Fish before for $200 and $300. Those get very pricey. Shabuzi is $26.99. $26.99. Let me go. I don't know why I don't bring my price gun just to me. I didn't know a lot about Shabuzi, but Ed said, you got to order some Shabuzi. And I said, Ed, you say order it, I'm going to order it. So we always will try at least one of something. All right. So, Tim Vergari also wants a fish, and Nick Bargeron wants Shabuzi. Brent, you're going to get Zappa for $35, but there is a new bid on Crocus. Michael Peevler is at $16. Bootlegs going at great prices tonight. Angela, I only have one Shabuzi, so if you want one, it'll have to be a waiting list, if that's okay. If not, just let me know. I'm going to go ahead and put these back here. We were pretty much deleted of Taylor Swift records. We sell a ton here live, and then we also sell a ton in the store for sure. All right. Okay. Now, let's bring this box up, which I think is nothing but box sets. How are these tagged? All right. Here we go. Angela says she will take the waiting list. Michael Peevler, you're out. Now, don't jump ahead. I know y'all can probably see some spines, but please don't jump ahead. Wait till I actually show it, okay? Wait till I actually show it. Crocus is an 82 US original. Nice with the original under sleeve. EX. John Kaiser has it for 17. Let me see what's left in the auction crate. Metallica. Hey. Metallica, Lords of Summer, sealed. First pass version and live version. 2014 Record Store Day sealed. $40 start. All right. We have Liam Gallagher. Come On, You Know. Liam Gallagher is sealed, $59.99. It's a 2012 clear and black marble vinyl deluxe edition. Liam Gallagher, sealed, $59.99. Come On, You Know. Crocus is 18. Metallica's at 40. Liam Gallagher, Why Not Me? Liam Gallagher is a 2019 black and yellow deluxe, $39.99. Liam Gallagher, and guess what? Liam Gallagher. Liam Gallagher is $69.99, As You Were. This is a 2017 white vinyl with CD and 7-inch deluxe. That one's $69.99. So Liam Gallagher. The Black Crows is sealed, $99.99. Shake Your Money Maker. This is actually a great box set. I have one myself. Shake Your Money Maker 30th Anniversary Deluxe from their archive. Atlanta, Georgia, 1990, a homecoming concert. Patch, flyer, tour pass. When this originally got posted for pre-order, we sold a bunch. $99.99. Black Crows is sealed. $99.99. Whoop, I slapped the camera with it. Okay, update on our auctions. First, do you have Fish Ventura? I don't. This is the only Fish album I have in the entire store. That's the only one I have. Crocus 18, Crocus 20 with Nick Bargeron. Doug Reeder, you're out of Metallica. Shane has it for 50. Next is, this is pricey, okay? This is an air horn. $549.99. Paul says this is extremely desirable. Oasis, Be Here Now. It's mostly sealed. It's from 2016 in the UK. 3 CD, 2 LP, a 12-inch white label sampler, an exclusive 7-inch demo, a promo-only CD. The last one sold overseas for $600. None are for sale right now. $549.99. So that's below market if you're looking for that one. $549 on Oasis. This is Triplicate by Bob Dylan. It's a 3 LP, EX condition, $44.99. Bob Dylan Triplicate, EX condition, $44.99. Next is, what does this say? Gospel Beach. 6 colored LPs, 4 by Gospel Beach, 2 by Beechwood Sparks. 1 has a signed cover, $119.99. Bob Dylan is sold to Brent Robley. That was called Triplicate. That is sold to Brent Robley. Thank you. All right, and this crate is very much filled up. So let me go set this one over here, and let me grab a new empty crate. Okay. Next is Mother Love Bone, $299.99. It's mostly sealed. It has a ding on top. It has a ding on top. Or Paul said he would probably mark it for $350. It's a 2016 with EP LP booklet, photo prints, a 24-page zine, a poster, a stencil, and more. And I told him when he showed me this, I was like, I've never seen this before. Mother Love Bone, On Earth as It Is, the complete works. That has Apple and Shine. Wow, $29.99. I was just about to sell Metallica, but we got a last-minute bid with Brian Reynolds at $51. Shane, you've been outbid, but I will go ahead and sell Crocus. Crocus is sold to Nick Bargeron for $20. Richard just asked the bid. I just sold it. Chris Knapp wants Mother Love Bone. Brent was second. And Richard, at one more second, you could have got an opportunity. But Metallica has a new bid for $60. Brian, you're out. We have Garcia Live, Volume 1, Jerry Garcia Band, March 1st, 1980, Capitol Theater, 5 LP, Record Store Day exclusive, $179.99. A 2019 Record Store Day, limited to 5,000. Paul says it's a low number. It's number 262 of 5,000. Also put Angela Lewis on the Shabuzi waiting list. So Angela Schoenmeyer and Angela Lewis both on the Shabuzi waiting list. And then the other Jerry Garcia, I think is Volume 2. It's $74.99. It's $100 cheaper. It is mostly sealed. It's a 2020 Record Store Day limited to 500 or 5,000. So Volume 1 and Volume 2. And this will probably be a quick seller. Van Halen Live, Tokyo Dome in concert. This is an official release. It's $179.99. Van Halen Live, Tokyo Dome, 2015, $179.99. That's an official release box set. Van Halen Live, $179.99. All right, so we have Liam Gallagher, Black Crowes, Oasis, Gospel Beach, Van Halen, and the 2 Jerry Garcia. Metallica's at 70 with Shane Devers. I'm going to step over here and adjust the thermostat. When I got here earlier, I was freezing, and I cut on the heat. And it's pretty warm outside today, but it's where I'm sick, and now it's really hot. I'm almost sweating. Yeah, it's 78 degrees. I'm going to flip it back on cool. I'm going to let it cool off in here now. Print that after the sale when I'm leaving. All right, so let me see what's going on with the auctions over here in the box sets. All right. Now, Brian's out on Metallica. Let's go ahead and sell that to Shane for 70. And James Bragg wants both of the Frey albums from earlier. Okay. James, I thought you'd be on these Jerry Garcia boxes too. So I've got Liam Gallagher, Black Crowes, Oasis, Gospel Beach, Van Halen, and the 2 Jerry Garcias. If anybody else wants anything, let me know. Now, here's what we're about to do. I'm going to go back to the beginning of the sale because James Bragg needs 2 Frey albums from earlier. That's worth my time just to find those because those are some pricey records. So let me recondense. Shakedown wants Garcia Volume 2. That's so to Shakedown. Thank you. And let's go back. I've showed a lot of stuff tonight. We've been through 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We've already been through 12 plus all the pre-orders. We've actually been through quite a bit already tonight. I'm going to put up a couple more auctions, and then I'm going to do some condensing, and we're going to go back to the beginning of the sale. I'm probably going to do one big recap, and then I'll figure out where we're at on time and how I feel. But first, I got an Yngwie and I got a Dark Side of the Moon to put up for auction. Let me go ahead and do that right now. I have Yngwie Malmsteen's Marching Out, Rising Force Marching Out. This is a gold stamp promo, a nice copy with the original inner sleeve, EX condition, a $35 start. And then we got a copy of Dark Side of the Moon, which is a 1975 U.S. Winchester. Side A is Wally mastering. Side B is Wayne Mastering. It has no posters or stickers. EX condition, $30. So 35 and 30 on those two LPs there. All right, now, Van Halen is not sealed. No, not sealed. $179.99. Okay, now, let me start condensing some crates. Let me do this most recent one of Paul's stuff. Let me go ahead and put that right there. And then all the new vinyl that's come in tonight. Great stuff. There's the first bin. Here's the other crate of Paul's stuff. Let's go ahead and put it in here and in here. All right. And now there's an empty crate. And if you just got on, you missed a ton. I'll try to remind you of some stuff that's still available. A couple big pre-orders are all gone. I'm condensing back here. All right. I think I can fit all this in one bin. I can. There we go. That looks great. That's nice and full. And now that one's nice and empty. And then here's the other MoFi stuff that came in. And there's the other MoFi stuff that came in. All right. And now there's two empty crates. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is set this up here. We're going to go through these one more time. Make sure everybody got what they wanted from these. Yeah, Pink Floyd. Pink Floyd's a $30 start. Ingve's $35. Okay. First thing I have is the Sisters of Mercy, First and Last and Always. New Seal MoFi, $36.99. Steel Bill by Bill Withers is still here, $44.99. This has Lean on Me and Use Me on it, $44.99. New Seal MoFi. Men at Work, Business as Usual. Who Can It Be Now? The Land Down Under. New Seal MoFi, $36.99. Carole King Tapestry. We're down to one copy. A classic, an essential, especially for MoFi, $44.99. Zachary Papalucci wants Sisters of Mercy. Sold. Foreigner, Double Vision. New and sealed from MoFi, $44.99. One copy left of Cinderella, Long Cold Winter, $38.99. Music on vinyl. John Gollin put Up. Up for, what was Up? John Gollin. What is Up? And then Satchmo plays King Oliver. That's Louis Armstrong. Louis Armstrong, $46.99. Derek Paris wants Cinderella. Also, The Doors. Analog Productions, 2LP, 45 RPM, $64.99. Skinnerd. Pronounce Leonard Skinnerd. 2LP, 45 RPM, Analog Productions, $64.99. I think we sold all the Skinnerds except Pronounced. Foreigner. Turning Back Time. Their Greatest Hits. A 2LP collection on clear vinyl, $39.99. Parliament. Mothership Connection. New and sealed, $36.99. Blink 182. Cheshire Cat. New and sealed, $33.99. Pink Floyd is a no be a $30 buy it now. Ingve is a no be a $35 buy it now. John Williams, The Empire Strikes Back. Star Wars, $34.99. Taylor Swift, 1989, $33.99. Dude Ranch, Blink 182, $33.99. Taylor Swift Red, $33.99. Tool, Theory Inoculum, $76.99. Oh, George. Oh, well, you put a question mark after it. I thought you were asking if it was 30. I'll go ahead and sell it to you for 30. I'm more impressed that we still got 318 people watching right now on both Facebook, YouTube, and X. There's 318 people. I'm more impressed by that right now than anything. Here's the other Cinderella, Night Songs, $38.99. Otis Redding, Dock of the Bay, 2 LP, 45 RPM, $59.99. So really nice Ingve Gold Stamp promo with Hop Sticker. It's available for a $35 buy it now. We sold one. We have one left, Foreigner Head Games, $44.99. We sold one. We have one left, Hall & Oates Rock and Soul Part 1, $44.99. We sold two on a waiting list. We have one left, Leonard Skinner Collected, $54.99. Jackal was $38.99. And then Cyndi Lauper, She's So Unusual, MoFi, new and sealed, $36.99. So we had 9 crates of new vinyl left. We had 9 crates of new vinyl come in tonight. This is all that's left, and then this handful of recent stuff back there. Wow, that's a lot sold. The other Cinderella is sold to DKong52. Thank you, DKong52. And let me see what's left in the auction bin. And how about I do this? Let's see here. I bet y'all will like this. Let me do this one and this one. Okay, these were supposed to be $25 and $15 starts. These are buy it now, first come, first serve. Loudness, Lightning Strikes, 86 US Specialty Press. There is a sticker on the cover. $25 buy it now, first come, first serve. Michael Schenker Group, an 81 US Santa Maria, EX vinyl, VG cover, $15 buy it now. No auctions, just straight buy it nows on those. Jackal is $38.99. Jackal's $38.99. I'm going to go ahead and put up the rest of the auctions, just buy it nows. All right, now, Paul had marked 4 crates, not counting the box sets. He marked 4 crates, not counting the box sets. I've condensed it all into 1 crate. We're going to go through those one more time. Buy it now, best offer. So everything new that was shown tonight, I'm going to go through it one more time. Probably one of my last tricks up my sleeve tonight. Buy it now, best offer, okay? Let me figure out who got these. First, James Rainey said he will take Jackal. And then Loudness was a $25 buy it now. And that was sold to Michael Peevler. Okay, Zachary was second. Brent Riley got Michael Schenker for $15. Angela Lewis also wants on the Tonic Sugar waiting list. Tonic Sugar waiting list. What Jackal? Jackal by Jackal. Music on vinyl, $38.99. It will be a waiting list. All right, that was a lot of... I'm okay having all that new vinyl still in stock. That's great stuff to have. Okay, now let me grab this Paul crate. There's already a couple things in here sold that somebody wanted to get out when I go back through them. And now you can make offers, or you can go ahead and buy them. It doesn't matter to me. You can go ahead and buy them, or you can go ahead and make offers. Let me grab 2 more buy it nows from the auction bin. That way we can go ahead and call all this stuff sold. Michael Schenker and Doug E. Fresh. $20 on Michael Schenker Group. Built to Destroy. 83 US Carrollton. And Doug E. Fresh, All the Way to Heaven, $15 buy it now. In the original sleeve, 12-inch single. So, yeah, 20 and 15. Excuse me. Buy it now, best offer on everything in this bin, okay? First thing is the Black Crowes Lines. That means you go ahead and buy it, or you can make an offer. The Black Crowes Lines, Record Store Day pink vinyl, $34.99. Bedlight for Blue Eyes, Life on Life's Terms. Sunset Splatter limited 100, $39.99. Michael Schenker sold to Greg Lee for $20. Calvin was second. Troy gets Doug E. Fresh for $15. Jeff Tweedy, Together at Last. A 2017 on yellow vinyl, $39.99 on Jeff Tweedy. Blink 182. This is Travis's clear and white splatter, sealed, $49.99. Arcadia Gray, Casually Crashing. Purple with splatter, an emo punk genre, $24.99. Cracker, Get off this. A 1994 pressing on orange vinyl. Cracker, $14.99. Messed, Destination Unknown. White with red splatter, $39.99. And then we also have red, which is $24.99. So one pressing demands more money than the other. More limited. Shinedown, The Sound of Madness. Rainbow splatter, sealed, $39.99. Real Friends Composure. Smart Punk exclusive. Number 282 of 300, $39.99. These are all buy it now best offer. Jeff Tweedy, Warmer, sealed, a 2019 record store day, $39.99. The Autumn Defense, The Green Hour, sealed, $17.99, a 2016 record store day, Wilco related. Wilco, Cruel Country, red and white vinyl, sealed, $34.99. The Donnas turned 21. An original 2001 pressing with the insert, $79.99. Mr. T, Soul Shower on mint green vinyl, $27.99. Supergrass, St. Petersburg, a 2023 record store day on plum vinyl, sealed, $17.99. The Jayhawks, Mockingbird Time, a 2011 2LP, $39.99. If You Ask Me To, Victor Axelrod, sealed, $27.99, a 2023 record store day, red with black swirl. Now, we have Brian Reynolds says Black Crows, $19. The Black Crows would be $30. Sherry Darnell wants the Jayhawks. Aussie auction go up yet? Was there a Aussie record? Let's see. I don't see an Aussie record. I'm about to make a couple more buy it nows, though. I have 2 auctions that I'm going to make buy it nows. First is this picture disc, Jimi Hendrix, The Interview. It's got some new chicks. He loved hanging out with new chicks. Jimi Hendrix. It's $25. That was going to be the starting bid. It's at 82 US. The interview was recorded in London, UK, 2 weeks after Hendrix's second album dropped, Axis Bold as Love. $25 on that. The Monkees, a tough one to get. Changes, sealed. A 1970 US press, sealed. It has a promo stamp, a $95 buy it now. Laura says this is sold for as much as $275 for a sealed promo copy. This one also has the same thing. So $95 start. I'm going to go ahead and make it a $95 buy it now on that. So Brian offered 19 on the Black Crows. I said 30. Sherry got the Jayhawks. Bill Samus offered 30 for Wilco. And that was right here. That sold to Bill Samus for $30. Believer. I don't have that up here, Misty. Michael Nath got the Hendrix for $25. Sorry, I just had a coughing spell. Ethan Bonhart, Shinedown 30. Sold. Ethan gets Shinedown for $30. Price on Blink 182. This is on Travis's clear and white colored vinyl. Sealed, $49.99. Sealed, $49.99. Derek Paris said 15 on Arcadia. Derek, I will split the difference and sell it to you for $20. You can say sold or pass. Where did I get to? I got to Garbage. Strange Little Birds. Sealed, $29.99. Garbage is sealed, $29.99. George offered 40 on Blink 182. Sold to George Sheriff for $40. The Fray is sold to James Bragg. He wanted that one from earlier. That's sold to James Bragg, $199.99. The Traveling Wilburys is a sealed remaster, $29.99. A sealed remaster, a classic. Ep.R. Paro, or something of that nature. Take It to the Streets. Sealed, $29.99. Blitzen Trapper, cheap, fantastical takedown. Unopened on red vinyl, $17.99. Tell Everybody, the 21st Century Juke Joint Blues from an Easy Eye Sound. That's sealed for $24.99. Idle Moments, Grant Green, Blue Note, 2019, sealed, $34.99. Let me pull up this record to see if I can find what Misty's asking for. It might be something wrong with it. Oh yeah, I see what you're talking about now. Let me text Laura right quick. Let me screenshot that. Let me ask Laura. She might even be listening in. I bet there was something wrong with it. All right. Patrick wants to Ingve for a $35 buy it now. How much is Victor Axelrod? Felix, that was sealed, $27.99. What's the price on this? Joseph Ellis, sealed, $29.99. Let Us Elevate, sealed, $39.99. And Dwight Yoakam, guitars, Cadillacs, etc., etc. This is a 3LP, $99.99. I don't think it's not up here. All right, and let's see here. Was it a single? Oh, it's a single. Oh, it's a single. Let me tell her right now. Sorry. Never mind. It's a single. Okay. I didn't realize it was a 7-inch. Okay. So here's what I'm going to do. Let me get caught up here. Patrick just got the Ingve. And then Joseph wanted Esperado and Lettuce for $40. So Joseph, I could do both for $50. I could do both of those for $50. That'd be a pretty sizable discount. Now, the only thing that hadn't been claimed on the auction or buy it now was the Monkeys Changes. And that was sealed, a promo copy, $95. Joseph said sold. These two records are sold to Joseph for $50. So make them $20 and $30. Sell Axelrod to Felix for $20. And let's go ahead and have probably one of our last auctions of the night. This is Ozzy, a 2012 U.S. Record Store Day limited 4,400 picture disc. This is numbered 1786 of 4,400. Ozzy, Believer Live. There's Randy Rhoads' polka dot pattern. That's pretty cool. Goodbye to Romance and Believer. $20 start. Sorry, I didn't even realize that was a single. I was looking through the LPs. It has an insert, and it's in the original sleeve. That's up for auction. $20 start. Ozzy. Now, the next comment was Jamie K. put Idle Moments price. Jamie, this was sealed for $34.99. This is sealed for $34.99. These are all buy it now best offer. Jim Davis offered $22 for Garbage. Go ahead and sell that to Jim Davis for $22. Then we made a deal with Joseph. We made a deal with Felix. Ozzy has bids for $20, $20, $25. So let's also go ahead and put up Doom. This is called Pretentious Arseholes. Almost had to chuckle and it made me cough. Doom. Doom is a 2020 US 5 7-inch and a 7-inch flexi disc with booklet, a postcard and patch. They did $800. Doom is a $35 start. Doom is a $35 start. That's a 7-inch box set. All right. Now, Grant Green. Jamie offered $25. Jamie, we have an offer for $30. Chris Farrar said he would do $30. So you got dibs, but it would be $5 off at $30 if you want it. Hiram's in on Doom at 35. Let's finish up this crate of buy it now best offer. There's the White Yoakum again, a 3LP, $99.99. The Lumineers Bright Side, that's on sun-bleached colored vinyl, $44.99. Angela's out on Aussie. Shane has it for $50 right now. The Black Crowes War Paint, that is a picture disc from 2008, sealed, $49.99. Joy Ula Dukin is sealed with signed insert, $39.99. Greg Graffin, Cold as the Clay, 2017 Record Store Day on gold vinyl, sealed, $19.99. Gomez, Split the Difference. Gomez is $74.99. Odyssey and the Oracle. This is a band covering the Zombies, Odyssey and the Oracle. That's $14.99. Jamie Crindable said he will take Grant Green for $30. So that means Chris Ferrari, you're second. That is so for $30. Time will show the wiser. The bucket full of brains collection featuring the Chills, the Thin White Rope, and even Gene Clark. $9.99. New bid on Aussie for $51. Hiram has the Doom 7-inch set for $35. That is now a final call. Yeehaw, The Other Side of Country, $19.99. A.G. Bridges III. Paul says that was a bluesy, folky singer-songwriter LP. Obscure, $24.99. Shane bid $60 on Aussie. Misty, you're out. The Mushrooms, Taste of Mushrooms, an 86 Greek pressing. That's a garage new wave record, $29.99. Iron and Wine, Morning Becomes Electric, EX $27.99. Jimmy Smith plays Fats Waller, a 62 original stereo, VG Plus $24.99. The Fray is sold to Shane Devers, $74.99. David Hoy offered $20 for Jimmy Smith, sold to David Hoy. Betty Boo, Boo Mania, EX $9.99. Grant Green Slick, live at Ole Can Harry's, VG Plus $59.99. Jared, you were second on Jimmy Smith. David already had that one keyed up. 4 by Art, EX $22.99. Frey is sold to, James Bragg. James Bragg. Both of the Frey records sold to James Bragg, not Shane Devers. Sorry. James Bragg, not Shane Devers. By the way, Shane, you're out on Aussie. Let's go ahead and sell Doom to Hiram for $35. Hiram, thank you. That's sold to you. And yes, James Bragg got the Frey. Let's make this a buy it now. This is Foo Fighters. This is a Record Store Day exclusive, $10 buy it now. That was supposed to be auctioned. There's another Grant Green. That is the main attraction, $19.99. Greg offered $45 for this Grant Green. Greg, let's do $50. That will be $10 off. I'll go ahead and sell it to you for $50. And then the My Morning Jacket sealed box set, $99.99. So Hiram got the Doom. Michael Nath got Foo Fighters for $10. Jared Inc. offered $15 for this Grant Green. Let's go ahead and sell that to Jared Inc. And Ozzy has a high bid of $70 with Shane Devers. There we have it. Now, the only thing that's left from tonight is Greg says he does want Grant Green for $50. Okay. We're going to go back, and here's the other new vinyl, including a couple new releases that I have not shown a second time. Shane and Misty still battling out over Ozzy. Let me slide this behind me. Now, earlier I showed some box sets. Jerry Garcia, Van Halen, Oasis, Black Crowes, and Liam Gallagher. If anybody wants to make an offer on those, I'm going to move Ozzy over here. And this is how we started the show. Let's go through these one more time. Give me 1 second. I'm going to mute my mic. Sorry, I'm back. We have, first thing, The Yes album, new and sealed. These are all sticker price. They're new LP, sticker price. No more, no less. $33.99. Marvin Gaye, I Heard It Through the Grapevine, $29.99. Tim Burton's The Nightmare Before Christmas soundtrack, bone and aqua colored vinyl, $29.99. The High Bet on Ozzy's 100 with Shane. Foghat Live, Rocktober exclusive, orange vinyl, $33.99. Rocktober exclusive, Porno for Pyros. These are all new releases, $33.99. Foreigner Double Vision, Rocktober, great vinyl, $33.99. The Ozzy is a 2012 U.S. Record Store Day, numbered 1786 of 4400. It's a polka dotted picture disc like Randy Rhoads' guitar. The High Bet of Shane Devers at 100. Can I see the Jerry Garcia? Greg, you can. Jerry Garcia is right here. We sold volume 2. Here's volume 1. Jerry Garcia Live, volume 1. Jerry Garcia Band. 5 LP, numbered 262, $179.99. $179.99. The Cars, Door to Door, Rocktober, purple vinyl. Grant, I think you just asked about this. These have already come in. I've already tagged them all if you pre-ordered it. Chris Isaac, Heart-Shaped World. Chris Isaac is $33.99. Iron Man 2 soundtrack, $49.99. Iron Man 2, essentially an AC/DC greatest hits. Albert King with Stevie Ray Vaughan, The Complete Session, 3 LP, $79.99. And then here's a big new release for this week. I think we had over 50 pre-orders. I've got about 5 left. The new Green Day, American Idiot, 20th anniversary from 2004, now 20 years old, red and black splatter, $44.99. Ozzy's A Final Call to Shane for 100. The new Tom Petty, Long After Dark. This is the 2 LP version. This is the 2 LP, $49.99. And then the Rhino Black Sabbath all analog cut. That's $44.99. And then a single LP on turquoise for Tom Petty, Long After Dark. That's $36.99. We have Taylor Swift Midnights, $36.99. 4 different colors. They make a clock on the back. This is the Jade Green edition, gatefold, $36.99. Smashing Pumpkins is $59.99, Siamese Dream. And then several Taylor Swifts. Reputation, $54. Evermore, $39. Fearless, $33. 1989 Taylor's version, $49. And my last copy of Fish, the new Chris Bellman, Billy Breves, $49.99. All right, now, I've been trying to show some of these new Funkos all night. Sorry, I had to mute my mic. And these Funkos, this is killer. This might be one of the nicest Funkos I've seen in quite some time. These are $34.99. These are $34.99. This is really cool. I love the box. I love the comic book artwork. And then I love the actual Funko. Misty, by the way, you've been outbid on Ozzy. Star Wars, Darth Vader, from Star Wars comic book covers, number 48. It's in a custom black box with a really cool Vader Funko that matches the cover artwork. Funko Pop, number 5, comic book. Those are $34.99. That's a bigger one. Really cool there. Scott Williams wants Rep. That was for Reputation. Scott Williams on Taylor Swift. Greg Desch gets The Last Fish. And Ozzy is sold to Shane for 110. Thank you both, Shane and Misty. Misty, I'm glad you said something. Thank you both to bid. But yeah, that was a really cool Funko that I thought, I mean, that's cool. The box, the comic book art, the Darth Vader, they did a really good job. Tanner's like, I may have to buy one of these. I said, oh boy, when you start collecting Funkos, it's all over. All right. Well, guys and gals, I've went through everything twice. We've sold every auction except this Sealed Monkeys record. I am, if y'all hadn't noticed by now, extremely sick. I have some sort of respiratory infection. We've sold a ton. I've went through everything. I've went through everything twice. If I do anything else the rest of the night, it would just be discount bins. I can't do that. I got to go home and take some meds and sleep so I can come back and do this for a few more hours again tomorrow night. Y'all want me to end early tonight so we can have a show tomorrow, okay? If I end early tonight, I think I'll go home and sleep for like 16 hours, and I think I'll have enough energy to do this for 3 or 4 more hours tomorrow. Mike Torres gets the monkeys, and I think all the auctions are now sold. He gets that for $95. But yeah, I'm going home. I'm taking some medication, and I'm going to bed. I've never stopped this early. I've never stopped this early in a long time, especially with this many people watching. But I've got to. We could sell another 5 crates of vintage discount. I don't have it in me. My head hurt. I've got a headache. My throat's raw. My lungs are on fire. I'm falling apart. No, I'm actually okay. I'm pretty stubborn for doing the sale anyway. Everybody was wanting me to pinch hit Paul. I said, I'll do it. I may need Paul tomorrow or the next night. So thanks everybody for watching. We still had an incredible sale. Let's see. 3, 5. I think we sold 7 crates again tonight. That's amazing, especially just for 3 hours. Sometimes I'm on here till 1 and sell that much. So amazing. Y'all are amazing. I told y'all if y'all get on and support, I'd have enough energy. Now, if nobody was on buying tonight, if it was a slow night, I don't know if I would have made it till 10, but we pretty much stopped right there. I mean, we probably could keep going, but I figured 10 o'clock I'd gone through everything. And I have officially gone through everything. So thanks everybody. I'm signing off. Be looking for hot pictures tomorrow. It is Thursday Metal Night. It is Thursday Metal Night. Laura's probably back there working on those right now. And thanks as always. I'm going to go lay in my dark room under a dark blanket and probably have Seinfeld on. That's what I'll listen to every night going to sleep. And I'm going to eat some ice cream. I don't know why. I ate some ice cream last night and it helped. I'm going to go home and eat more ice cream and take meds. All right. Thanks, everybody. Thank you as always. Y'all are amazing. Couldn't do it without y'all. Y'all support us every night. We're able to employ 10, 12 people here in a small business because y'all get on every night. Y'all bid on these auctions. Y'all buy stuff. You pre-order stuff. Y'all are literally single-handedly responsible for keeping up a small business that's growing. We're growing every day thanks to y'all. I don't say that enough. I just got to stay healthy so I can do this every night, right? If I get down, the whole thing goes under, so I can't go down. Thanks, everybody. Thanks. Thank you. Thank you. See y'all tomorrow at 7 o'clock. I'll be here, even if I'm still sick as a dog.